How you be? Lost in the Script, episode 105. Check, please. Shout out to George and Regina.
Are you unmuted? Because I wasn't. I'm sorry. How y'all doing, y'all?
Shout out to George and Regina.
Shout out George, Regina, and everyone else in here. Shout out to y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Okay, we get to it now. I see y'all in the comment section talking about music. Travis don't want to discuss music to start. He wants to go to another direction. Isn't that right?
Just start off with the episode.
How y'all doing, man? Hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully things weren't too stressful for you, as always. I always say that. Hopefully everything was smooth in the last days that we're in. And I guess we're going to do it straight to the stories. Travis,
yes,
with
please.
the bullshit right now.
Oh, George, you're going to get smoked later.
Oh, Travis got something planned for you, George. Oh, yeah, and George, how you like that? Lakers headed to the Western Conference Finals against that dynasty that is the Warriors, that is. Let's give a congratulations to that. Also, congratulations to Sha'Carri Richardson. She's still winning.
Shout out to Sha'Carri.
200. Shout out to her. Shout out to the
George, you get your chance on the mic at the end of the month. You'll get your chance.
Now let me say this. And I'm kind of giving y'all some behind the scenes right here.
You're not giving nobody the behind the scenes.
So don't say it?
You can say whatever you want to say.
So I asked the question, do we want to use StreamYard?
And prior you had said once
Can
a month.
I finish my point,
Go ahead.
please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I said, do you want to use StreamYard this week? And he was like, well, we said we're going to do that once a month. So end of the month. I was like, damn.
That's what you said, the end of the month.
That was a month ago.
See, this is what somebody do when they ain't got no commentary.
What?
When they ain't got shit to talk about, they just talk about random shit.
How is this random?
Can you start the show off?
Okay, Tom. Jamie Foxx's daughter.
Who cares?
We brought up. We talked about Jamie Foxx. Was it 2 weeks ago now? When they first came out and said that he was in a hospital and he was on his deathbed. He had a stroke. He had all this other stuff happen. Now they're saying Jamie Foxx's daughter says the actor is out of the hospital and recuperating after a health scare. Now, keep in mind, you ain't gonna put no. You didn't even want to. Damn. You gonna click on the show on the screen? People like to see the comments on the screen, Travis. Like, damn, Travis just like, he done with it. Okay. So.
Oh, I'll say this. Sha'Carri finally, because I thought, why did she become just a caricature with her consent, of course. Glad to hear she is the real deal. Yes, she's the real deal.
Yeah, we only talking about Track because of her, so let's be honest. And obviously the brother.
Travis don't never ever want none of that again. You'll get your chance at the end of the month, George. I don't buy none of it. Jamie Foxx. I don't buy it either. Dude, let the little boy go. Who the little boy?
But anyway, so Jamie Foxx, his family, it was a report a couple of days ago that his family were preparing for the worst. This was reported by the Jasmine brand and Rap TV and a lot of these other platforms. And the family, his daughter came out and said, I'm sick of these lies. My dad has been home for weeks now, recovering.
Well, then you should have been there and said something.
Can y'all please stop?
Why wait weeks and then are you talking about it?
Well, some people ain't want no business on the internet.
Or this is a ritual.
If you got sick, well, the first thing you do
Dude,
is...
Travis don't want them weekly beat downs.
Preservation is... Well, if you got sick to a point where it was a scare, would the first thing you do is start the YouTube channel live?
It's not the first thing. She said weeks.
Okay. Well, the first thing you do start the YouTube live and tell people you sick? Or will you just, I get back to you when I get to you?
So we're going to pretend like this ain't no Hollywood stuff going on with Jamie Foxx right now?
Yeah, of course.
So if he come back with the blonde hair.
Has he ever had blonde hair?
When he was Wanda, he had blonde hair.
That's sad.
So
despicable character.
Regina agreed.
None of y'all don't give a fuck about Jamie.
Nobody give a fuck about Jamie.
Y'all didn't give a damn about, who was that last week y'all didn't give a damn about? Oh, y'all didn't care about the, what's the story?
Ritual Fox in a box, George.
What's the boxer name? George Foreman. Y'all ain't give a damn about that story either.
Because that happened in 1940.
It was no 40. I think it was like the 70s. But yeah, now the family say he's fine.
2023.
But I noticed that a lot of these, because of this, a video was released by Kev on Stage. I'm pretty sure y'all know.
Fuck him.
The comedian Kev on Stage. He put out a video on, I guess, his TikTok where he talked about the Jamie Foxx situation, or who was spreading the, I guess you would call it, misinformation or disinformation of Jamie Foxx. And he talked about Rap TV in particular, even though the biggest platform I saw talk about it was the Jasmine brand. But he talked about Rap TV and all these other hip hop outlets that was pushing this story of Jamie Foxx and a lot of other stories, negative stories that go around. And he pointed out how all these companies are ran by white people. Like the entire company is made up of 99% white people, and they're the top platforms to discuss hip hop. One that he brought out was the Rap TV. I'm gonna show this right quick. So the Rap TV is a Hollywood Hollywood. It's a hip hop platform. Oh, let me drop this. Thank you.
Love Jamie. Just think the whole thing is a cap and a ritual of some sort. All Regina, another skit I see.
So this Rap TV platform has over 25 million followers, one of the largest hip hop platforms on social media, and its entire makeup is white.
Are we
people.
surprised? White Jewish people.
It's a sprinkle of black people here and there, but for the most part, it's white people. There's another one called Daily Loud. It's the one that was talking about the Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion case the most. Probably had the biggest following around that time as far as people interacting with his tweets and his Instagrams and all that stuff. This is led by
Skirt. Sorry,
Skirt motherfucker. Also, these are the owners of Daily Loud.
Sorry, y'all. Skirt.
So these are the owners of Daily Loud. This is
that Skirt?
Huh? What? What? So Taylor Marlin.
Read slow, Travis. Read slow. Sorry, y'all. I got this. Sorry. That's why I don't like having the. That's why I don't like having the mic this way, because it's hard for me to see. But
nigga, the screen right there.
Shout out to Brilliantly Flawed.
Oh, what up? What up? Do you know what happened to It's a peace to the God and goddesses. Do you know?
Type slow, George.
What
type
happened
slow
to Jamie? Yeah, we know what happened.
Make sure you type slow. So there ain't no typos.
How do you think this goes with Jamie Foxx? You think he comes back with some? Because his daughter said they also have something planned in the next coming weeks. You think some movie or something is announced soon?
Probably so.
You think this is about it? You think this all just build up to a movie? I doubt.
For Jamie?
Yeah, I doubt that.
I don't know. Fuck Jamie. He ain't done shit for the black community. Fuck Jamie.
What you mean he did nothing? You don't know what he did.
Oh, but I do rank the Jamie Foxx show pretty high on the list.
It's probably one of the more underrated black TV shows. So, let me go to the next one. Paramount cuts 25% of staff from TV networks. MTV News shutting it down. We've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. All these media companies.
A lot of Go ahead. A lot of thinning of the hood.
Thinning of the hood. The shillings. Too many. Costing too many shillings.
What do they call it? What do they call us? The bottom.
What?
The feeders.
Useless eaters.
The useless eaters. That's what we are. The useless eaters.
So they cutting everybody loose. But another thing that came out of this, we talked about it last week. There's a strike going on with the writers across Hollywood, and it's funny. We talked about how we know how prominent AI is becoming right now the last couple months. And now you're seeing people ask the question, will a chat box write the next Succession? That's another TV show that's very popular right now, Succession.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible that this strike will lead to some company developing a script through chat AI and testing to see will it work?
Probably so.
And if that works, what does the writers do then? Do they got to start their own little Hollywood on their own and
they're gonna have to go their own way
themselves?
A lot of mergers on the horizon. That's true. There's a lot of signs or protesting here to keep stores from merging. Like Albertsons is really Safeway.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're all trying to merge into one, and once they do that, they'll be able to make the prices whatever they want it
and
to
the banks
be.
As well. A lot of the local banks, we talked about that. A lot of the local banks are going to become a part of the bigger banks like Chase and JP Morgan.
That's the same.
What?
JP Morgan is Chase.
those two names are not going to exist probably in the next 5 to 10 years. One of them, they're going to probably choose another name and just combine.
They
completely.
fucking up unions.
Well, unions. Wait, California. What state is known for the unionization? I think it's New York, or is it California? I think it's New York.
I don't know.
For their what's it called, workers. But yeah, anyway, let's move forward. Another Hollywood story. Jonathan Majors dating Making Good. I'm only bringing this story up to say, in his storyline,
This don't make sense.
what is the purpose of this in his storyline?
I don't know what the purpose would be.
Because now he got into it because of the obvious thing that happened with him and the white woman, alleged abuse. And now he pops up a few weeks later and he's quote unquote dating Megan. Now this might be some fake story. TMZ talked about this right
It's
here.
a lot. It wasn't just TMZ. It was
Well, a lot of people reported that Jamie Foxx was in critical condition 2 days ago as well.
He might be in critical condition.
And you think they're just lying?
And his daughter may be lying.
Okay, so back to this story. Does this help him in the public?
I'm trying to see where it would help him.
Because remember he beat up,
he beat up a woman.
Allegedly, a white woman.
How does that help her career with them saying she's with a
alleged abuser?
Or
does it help him? Because he's kind of been, he like them snow bunnies.
I don't still see how it would favor him.
Well, we'll see what I'm just bringing that quick story up. That's not really important. I'm just wondering, that's a strange story to put out at this point.
Business consolidation
is inevitable. Exactly.
Because that face is plastic as fuck. Them lips not. Regina, cap again, R.E. Jonathan Major, man, just another merger for business.
That's a good one. Another merging
That's what
business.
Bringing Fly said. They're business.
I thought you were still talking about other business.
Regina, public relations.
Yeah.
How did I
think what it's for.
Is what it is.
It changes perception. Another story that happened. This is kind of a bigger story, only because it can.
Can't even defend Meg good. You can't even defend Megan good.
Who?
So you can't even defend her.
What?
Like, so she's not. He shouldn't even be with her.
What?
I know I can because we did. Her being with a quote unquote pastor.
Oh yeah.
And what she's doing in that show Harlem. What's the name of the show Harlem?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Another story that became was a big story only because it could change the landscape.
He said, "Wow, Travis don't know what real lips is like. She been had big lips. She was little. She had big lips.
Not big lips, they're full lips.
Full lips.
Yeah.
She always had full lips. George said, I don't know what real lips look like. She had full lips when she was younger.
Yeah. Be pretty when. What was Richard Green's profession? I remember. I don't remember.
He was a business. He went in and pretty much took companies or something like that and bought them up. And
yeah. George Botox.
Botox.
All right. Tucker Carlson's Twitter plans amplify tensions with Fox News. So I'm talking about this once again. The media companies. Twitter is throwing its hat into the video world now. They've always had videos on their site, but now they're trying to do what you would call original stuff now. So I guess Tucker Carlson is starting a television show, or a show, should I say, on Twitter. The two videos he's posted on his social media account both got 24 million views. So that shows he has a very large audience and he can get the attention of a lot of people. How would that affect platforms like the YouTubes and the Facebooks if Twitter turns into a giant in that field of original media? So
I'm trying to think.
Tucker Carlson announcement that he intends to launch a new version of his now canceled Fox News program on Twitter provided the clearest window yet into the pundit's plans for the future and a feud with his former employer that shows no signs of anytime soon. What remains to be seen is whether Carlson, who remains under contract with the network, can use his teased social media project to maintain his high profile while tensions with Fox permeate behind the scenes. I think it's being used as leverage more than anything. That's with Elon Musk, who's also pushed this as a thing that he wants to bring to the platform, I guess. He also hired a new CEO, a female. So that might be a part of it. Another thing he did was, let me just load up. He invited Don Lemon You said
I said that.
You said that is he going to invite?
I
Don?
said that. Well, a lot of people said that him and Don should get a show together, but I guess he. So was this what this was really about?
Who?
Tucker and Don
Getting fired together
so they can go on Twitter.
I don't know. Again, he's trying to be, and Elon Musk is trying to make himself the center of everything. Make himself. We have both right wing and left wing people on our platform.
Well, like you said, everybody's going into the center. Twitter will never be what Michael Jordan was, but will be the LeBron. Shame, it's fake.
You mean the greatest? Padded numbers. So you think the numbers? Wait, who you talking about right now? Is he talking about Tucker having padded numbers with his 24 million views on his 2 posts on Twitter?
I don't think those are padded numbers. I think he's talking about
both. He tried to do a double. Elon Musk urges Don Lemon to launch new show on Twitter. Elon Musk has a
Twitter is basically white European validated app, and yes, George, they padded as fuck. Wow.
Oh, you said both. Forget you. Hey, look, I ain't got to defend it. It's right. The numbers is there.
Well, supposedly Elon is supposed to be the person that does not produce fake news, right?
Yeah.
He was exposing everything and
showing all the bots on Twitter,
the bots and stuff. So I would think that he would
he said
be honest with his viewing numbers.
He already announced that anybody who hasn't used their account in more than, I forgot how many years, their account will be deleted. So he said everybody's follower accounts are about to drop because if the person who has his profile hasn't used it in a few years, it will be deleted. So we're going to see how many people got a bunch of dead accounts following them. We'll see. But Elon Musk has a suggestion for former anchor Don Lemon, now that he's out at CNN, start a new show on Twitter. Musk, the eccentric billionaire who purchased the social media platform last year, replied to a weeks-old tweet from Lemon on Tuesday, urging him to serve as a content creator on Twitter. Have you considered doing your show on the platform? Maybe worth a try. Audience is much bigger. Musk replied to an April 24 tweet of Lemon announcing to his 1.4 million followers he had been fired by CNN. Musk's message to Lemon comes a day after Tucker Carlson, the former Fox News host, announced his intention to launch a new version of the popular primetime show he helmed at the network on Twitter. Lemon and Carlson were ousted from their respective networks on the same day. What you think about it? You think he'll do it, or you think or is Twitter too much of considered a right wing platform now?
No, I think he'll do it.
I mean, CNN just held a town hall for Trump, and they got some backlash, and they said, "Look,
they're gonna have one again."
They said you need people with other opinions. You can't be in an echo chamber. I said, "Whoa!" CNN said, wasn't Anderson Cooper said that? You don't want to be in an echo chamber. You need people with different opinions. Just because you just because you don't listen to them, don't mean they don't exist. Wow, who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have need numbers?
But the AOC said deplatforming works. Do it.
It doesn't.
Seems like you deplatform people and they get bigger. But anyway.
Come on, it's political mixtape of the century, LOL.
Another Hollywood story.
Mr. Isaiah Washington.
Isaiah Washington has some things to say this week about his former colleagues. He tied it up with a story that some people found confusing. They attacked him for it, where he said that when he was a kid, he was friends with some kids whose families were racist.
Give a shout out to Sassy Shantae.
Hey, what up, what up? So, Isaiah Washington, he told a story that he was friends with some kids when he was younger in Texas, and how their parents were racist, use the word KKK and all this other stuff, and basically how he was still able to be friends with them because they understood his place and where he could go, and he understood their place and where they could go. He couldn't go in their house, he couldn't drink from their back hose, all that stuff, but they could come over to his house. There was an understanding between them of a friendship they could have. And he asked the question, now that he's in Hollywood and he's done films, is it possible those kids who has those parents that has those beliefs, is it possible those kids that are now adults support him now because he was friends and showed love to them when he was a kid? He got a lot of backlash. Why would you be happy about being friends with racist people? Who cares? All this other stuff. Then he came back a little while later and told this story right here. Isaiah Washington alleges rampant drug use and swingers parties on the set of Grey's Anatomy. Now, it's funny because Grey's Anatomy has a history. of what their content is really based around what goes on in hospitals.
You watch it?
No.
How would you know?
Because you told me. Now, what is Grey's Anatomy even about?
Why are you asking me?
Did you watch it? Don't like you see it now.
Grey's Anatomy is about a group of doctors. It follows their lives, their journeys, like when they were
nurses or whatever.
No, not nurses.
Pre-med, whatever.
Pre-med, and then when they became doctors. Tells their life, what goes on in the hospital.
What goes on in the hospital?
Travis is down. Travis dirty, low down.
What goes in the hospitals?
What you mean? They show surgeries. They show trauma. They show them hooking up.
Exactly. Cheating.
Listen, I haven't watched.
Laying around.
I wasn't watching Grey's Anatomy like that.
Who? Did nobody say you was? We said you've seen it.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
That's fine. It was a lot of
this is not an attack.
Going on in the hospital.
This is not an attack on you.
That will kind of go with Isaiah Washington's point of view, what may be going behind the scenes.
Drug use and orgies.
Hospital.
Fucker.
Travis loves some house.
And Ducky Hauser.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
So, basically, he's saying what was happening in the show was happening in real life.
It's not, you could say it's believable.
A lot, actually. So he made the point to say that, because I didn't know that he played the brain surgeon on the show. And that he got kicked off the show because he called was he the main character?
No, he was not the main character. He called one of the co-stars that
F word.
The F word, we have to say. But he wasn't the only one. And guess what? The F word dude was a Jewish dude, by the way.
Of course he was.
So Dougie. Dougie.
Is it Doogie or Dougie?
I don't know.
Anyway, he said, I wonder if I should tweet about the rampant alcohol and drug use amongst my fellow castmates and producers of Grey's Anatomy and all the swinger parties that took place. I remember clean
that's what I think it was. I don't know.
I remained clean for 3 years and declined the after hours hot tub invites because I was married.
Because he was married? That's why he declined the hot tub invite?
No, he said because he didn't want to lose a job because he wanted to get one of these hot tubs and get accused of something. And then he had a wife who probably wouldn't want him to say it or want him to be in those environments. Now, he also, he had a cowboy movie he released a few months ago. I don't forget the name of it. I'm sorry. It's one of his more recent movies.
I don't know it either.
But he did a what's the guy's name?
Look what she said.
Doogie Hauser, fool. What's the character name from back in the day? Historical character? What's it? The guy who was catching all the people in the Wild West, who turned out to be black. See, this is another thing. So you don't know the names. You know what I'm talking about, right?
They did that movie on it?
Yeah.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
They know. Travis lying.
G-Dub, forgive me for having proper diction. Oh, Lord. So this came up, and basically he called himself retiring from Hollywood a few months ago, and they kind of been done with him since this incident in Grey's Anatomy, even though he was on that show, The 100, as well.
Yeah, they were done with him.
Hollywood, man. If you cross the line one time, it's...
Well, you know what? They know what they sign up for when they choose to go and be an actor. So that's a profession he chose. He know what it's about.
More movie news.
I'm tired of talking about Cleopatra.
No, he said Catcher Freeman. No, not Catcher Freeman. Netflix Black Cleopatra. Whatever. I'm not reading this. The Cleopatra stuff that caused a whole bunch of uproar. The Egyptians are now starting their own broadcast and making the star white.
Well, good for them.
They
doing what they have to do to preserve their culture.
They sick of y'all stealing their culture. A surprising story that happened. I'm going to go right into it. Democratic donors hope to recruit NBA legends Grant Hill and Dwayne Wade to run for Senate in Florida.
Well, that's not going to work because the governor ain't going to tolerate the shit they want on the agenda.
Sorry, Travis.
Yeah. I knew she would know.
Bass Reeves. That's AKA it. The Lone Ranger. Yeah, that's it.
I knew she would know.
That's the movie Isaiah Washington just done a few months ago.
They're not going to win anything there in Florida.
Dwayne Wade, it's called Wade County. Oh, the Egyptians don't F with us either. Nah,
Nope, they don't.
they don't.
Not Grant Hill.
Yeah. Now, Dwayne Wade, because he played for the Miami Heat, it's a legendary. They call it Wade County. He's very popular at least in sports world, amongst the Floridians, if that's how you say it. But he does have a son or transgender son or daughter. And now he has certain beliefs that he's pushing.
No, he's always had those beliefs.
Publicly. He's pushing it publicly now. That he may not be the most popular in Florida anymore.
Damn.
Grant Hill soft as puppy pants.
Damn.
Grant Hill, ain't he from Carolina? No, he went to North Carolina.
But
I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's
I
from
don't
there.
think he's from North Carolina. I think he might. Obviously, he got to be more than likely from Florida. But Dwayne Wade from Chicago. But he's lived in Florida for about 30 years. Shit, he been there for forever.
So they want Dwayne Wade to be in the Senate to counter Governor DeSantis' agenda.
Well, it also shows that they're desperate. They're throwing athletes. They're not even throwing just celebrity actors at you no more. They're throwing athletes at you now to try and get into politics. Because when they tell you that Dwayne Wade and Grant Hill is running for they want to run for office, who do you think they're directing that towards? Who would follow Grant Hill and Dwayne Wade? Who they think would
Black
follow
men?
them? Exactly. It seems to be an attempt to ignite some level of excitement.
If you don't pick your leaders, they will select them for you.
Exactly, brilliant. And they select them for you.
Yeah.
But we can't pick our leaders because when we start picking our leaders, they we got a very critical eye. If you even ask for $1 if you're trying to be a leader, people automatically start calling you a scammer
for any office. Part of the
they black. That's all they care about. They black and famous. So they think
and down with the LGBTQ
and that too. I don't know about is Grant. He married. He been married for like 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah, he with Tamia, so she's Canadian.
You say he's Canadian? Or
Tamia is Canadian.
I'm sorry. Hill and Wade are unlikely to run, but some party operatives see their star power as a key to defeating Senator Rick Scott, representative Republican Florida. NBA legends Dwayne Wade and Grant Hill have rocketed up the top of the recruitment list for some Florida Democrats looking for a strong candidate to run against Senator Rick Scott in 2024. This also tells me they have nobody else to run. Grant Hill fine and all, but I don't know about vote.
She's Canadian, left my ass off. So what? Canadians are just known for being super gullible.
Oh, you think so? Banger showstopper, highlighter far from soft. Ask Alonzo Mourning when he was with the Miami Heat playing Grant Hill in the playoffs, getting posterized.
He's a good, solid player off court. More
brilliant. Oh Lord, Grant Hill was supposed to be the next Jordan, wouldn't he? Okay, brilliant. I agree with that. Supposed to be the next Jordan, wouldn't he? But yeah, this shows the desperation. They seem like they don't have nobody to run against that Rick Scott dude. So they just want to throw a celebrity at them, throw some celebrities at them and see if they're possibly.
Nobody going to vote for them.
Exactly. They know they're going to get washed. DA will not charge ex-Memphis police officer involved in Tyre Nichols' stop. By no means do we endorse the conduct of Officer Preston Hempfield at the time at the first traffic stop, the Shelby County District Attorney said, but we do not believe that the criminal charges are appropriate. So the white guy involved in the situation got off. He was a beast at Duke. Yeah, he was a beast. Grant Hill. So the white guy got off. Obviously, the black dudes are the ones on camera seen beating Tyre Nichols. They're going to throw the book at them as they should. Think that was fair? He's the one who tased Tyre Nichols, but they're saying that he didn't break any laws. You think that's fair? You think this is a fair assessment of the situation, them letting him, because they say he's working with them to make sure there's justice.
We knew nothing was going to happen to him.
So they did say he added that officials reviewed hours of body camera video and conducted hours of interviews with Hempfield, who fired a stun gun at Nichols as he was running away from the initial traffic stop. He said that Tuesday in the reviews that they announced the body camera video, Hempfield appeared to be trying to deploy the stun gun because he saw Nichols was not fleeing toward the neighborhood, but he was in fact headed toward the open car door of a police cruiser that had to bear weight on our evaluation of his decision. He said his office consulted with the family and attorney Ben Crump, who said they supported the decision not to press charges. He read a statement from Crump on behalf of Nichols' family that said, "We understand that the individual has been fully cooperating with the investigation and has promised to provide substantial cooperation going forward. In light of this, we are supportive of no charges for this individual. It is our deepest hope and expectation that justice will be served fully and that all who had a role to play in the senseless tragedy will be held accountable." But he was a part of it, wasn't he? So
was he a part of it?
He tased.
He tased him. He didn't beat the shit out of him.
I mean
he didn't beat him to death. Stop trying to take the blame off of those black thugs who did that to that black man and focus on that.
If the thugs, you gonna say that again? You gonna stay with your chest?
Eastwood is in the house.
What up, Eastwood? Yeah, our favorite. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna save it for later. Eastwood, Travis, Mississippi. I knew George was gonna say
George
something.
jealous. A grown man jealous.
Jealous. Charges. Okay, this is another story. An update story to the Colorado ranch, the black Colorado ranchers.
Watch him pick up your jock scrap on demand. You know what? Black people can't. Black brothers can't even get along without another black brother just being disruptive. That's what George is. Chaos.
Are you gonna bring that? You gonna play that card?
Local celeb. What you talking about? Eastwood is a local
Hold on,
celeb.
we did that for everybody. Don't do that. We did the clap and the gunshots for everybody.
No, she talking about in his, maybe where he is in Atlanta, he's a local celeb. I mean, he travels.
Oh yeah, he is a traveling man. Charges dropped against black ranchers.
Stop hating on that brother.
Y'all can have that romance. Charges dropped against black ranchers whose story of racial discrimination garnered national attention. So
talking about a bromance.
The people y'all were calling scammers, they have not been charged with anything. The charges were dropped against the black people. What you got to say about that? Because you had some slick shit to say when we weren't recording.
Can you repeat that? What you say?
Y'all called them scammers, and now the charges are being dropped against the black Colorado ranchers. What you got to say? What you think of this?
Well, the charges were dropped because they had their protests. All those black people come out there and support them. So the town was like, we can't even defend ourselves against these scammers. Damn, Travis wear lipstick. George just.
There are new developments in the case against two ranchers in El Paso County. We first told you about the Mallorys and their feuds back in February. Tonight, Denver 7's Micah Smith has an update on their criminal charges and speaks to them about what's next.
We have an update for you in what's become known as the Black Ranchers case out of El Paso County. This morning, the district attorney announced they will drop all charges against Courtney C.W. and Nicole Mallory for felony stalking their neighbor. You may remember the Mallorys first reported receiving racist threats and their cattle being killed shortly after moving onto their ranch more than 2 years ago. The Mallorys say after reporting these incidents to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, they were the ones who ended up in handcuffs after their neighbor also started filing complaints against the Mallorys. I talked to the couple shortly after they learned their charges were dropped about what's next for them.
The DA was very honest in his motion to dismiss about the fact that the witnesses were not credible. So I think that speaks volumes about some of what really has been going on with regard to how we were targeted by the sheriff's office. This is just one step in justice, but we still have to get justice for our animals. They were part of our family. They were poisoned. It was done intentionally and maliciously.
I'm gonna say support your local farmers, and
shout out to Kiefer.
What up, Kiefer?
Those Colorado brothers and sisters are real. White people are trying to assassinate their character.
Well, Travis them doing it too. They call them
we
damn
all been
scammers.
assassinating their character.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you did.
What I do?
The first video you did.
What I say?
I'm not even gonna say it.
I ain't say that. I didn't agree with y'all.
Order for support your local black farmers.
A lot led up to this latest development on this story that's captured national attention, and I've done some extensive reporting on the entire case. If you want to get caught up, you can find all of those previous stories right now on denver.com.
Y'all,
are we supposed to be looking at something?
My bad. My bad. Luckily, there was no other video. This whole time they've been looking at the Dwayne Wade, Grant Hill, still.
You terrible.
Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. All right, moving on.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. All criminal charges against the Courtney, they've been dropped. Y'all calling them scammers, and now they've vindicated somewhat. You saying that
I'm not mad at them,
You're
though.
saying the only reason why they dropped the charges is because they black and they got a lot of media attention, and so the town can't defend themselves against these thugs. You call them thugs.
I did not call them thugs.
That's what you did.
I called the black police officer that did that to Tyre Nichols thugs.
I'm sorry, you called them just scammers. Yeah. Look at us. It's okay. Oh, she did. All right. You didn't mind looking at Shantae. All right. See, she didn't mind. Thank you.
There was the other couple of people that were like, get his ass off the screen.
All right, let's move forward.
Somebody said something, Richie.
Why y'all ain't say something? You should have just been like, we looking at the same screen. Oh, man. All right. Okay. Daniel Penny surrenders to police to face manslaughter charge and chokehold death of Jordan Neely on NYC subway. He turned himself in. Now, when I saw this picture, they say he's 24. That don't look like no damn 24-year-old.
They're like a 30-year-old.
He look at least 35, closer to 40.
Well, they age like spoiled milk.
So he turned himself in. And let me just show this here.
She said, listen, we have to learn to roll with the tech.
Y'all wrong, bro. Y'all be roasting my ass. Okay.
So they don't believe stuff is an accident. She just believes
we can't
it
control
is what it is.
It's just fuck up. We gotta just deal with these things. This is him turning himself in, walking out. Now remember, his father was a police officer, so not much is expected to come from this. But he did have to turn himself in. He surrendered at least. What do you expect to happen from here? Are they just doing this because you kind of have to bring them in because you brought them in the first day and you let them go walk away immediately? It got a lot of attention online, which led to protests in New York subways. Is this just you had to do something? You had to show yourself arresting him, charging him at least?
Yeah.
I think nothing probably comes
because his father's a police officer.
Because his lawyer came out and said that it was in self-defense. Even though we're going to show a video of what?
Man, Mayor Tether Adams trying to help them Dems by doing the arrest. They wasn't going after him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. People says let him go. Alvin Bragg is oh yeah, that's the DA, the Manhattan DA. But yeah,
don't expect nothing. Don't expect nothing. Look how he's been covered already with 2 cops guarding the door.
Yeah,
other suits all around. What's WTH?
Huh? What the hell?
What the hell?
Damn, Travis. Travis, you really just, good Lord. Daniel Penny, U.S. Marine veteran who held homeless.
On code.
Oh, what up, on code?
George said, I expect nothing. And they got him looking fly, aka I'm going to fly through all this. Don't believe me, just watching Bruno Mars playing in the background.
Well, yeah, I said it too. I thought didn't they say at one point that he was homeless?
Yeah,
but his father is a cop.
Yeah, Eastwood said the video was in Chinatown. What are you doing in Chinatown?
Well, I did see somebody say he lived in Chinatown.
Hey,
yeah, so it's
they like them Asians. Petite, plump.
Let me show this. NYC mayor calls fatal subway chokehold. That's Mayor Adams on
Kiefer. She said, I don't think he should be sorry. I don't think he should be charged. Sorry.
Well, she stand true to what she said last week. She said last week you can't judge somebody because if he didn't do something, he did attack. Then what would people say if he didn't defend other people?
He should be charged.
Murder or manslaughter? He was
murder.
He was charged with manslaughter. Murder, you have to say that there was intent.
It was intent.
Premeditated. You have to say that
he was intending to premeditate. He saw a black man standing there and he premeditated, I'm going to go over there and choke the shit out of his ass.
And it's alleged that while he choked him for 15 minutes, there were a passenger I saw said, hey, stop stop, you're gonna kill him. And he can get choked.
All these crazy ass people walking here. Nope, hell no.
See, Keeper, I can understand. If you was on that train, Keeper been like, kill his ass. Get him out of here. Murder.
It's murder.
It's gonna be manslaughter because you're not gonna be able to prove the premeditated intent. You're just not gonna be able to do that. But NYC mayor calls fatal subway chokehold on Jordan Neely a tragedy that never should have happened. Mayor Eric Adams has changed his tone since last week when he failed to condemn Neely's killing.
Murder because it was intent. Only took 30 seconds to pass out.
Well,
on motherfucking cold day.
Imagine the number.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I can't see him over here.
Imagine the number of homeless people who talk shit on the daily being taken out by a vigilante. Blood in the streets, and then they come for you. Well, hey, a homeless person was tried to yesterday. He was weird though.
Let me point this out right quick. Travis, I keep telling him. Travis said he feel like he be getting tried by people in the streets. And I told him, look, man, you gotta be willing to pop off first, especially on these homeless people. They ain't gonna play with you. These homeless people ain't gonna play with you. You gotta pop off first. What?
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I thought you been getting a gun as well.
What? A gun ain't for the homeless people.
Well, who the hell the gun for? Well, I ain't say.
I can't say who the gun for.
I didn't say the gun was for the homeless people.
Travis Buttersoft. See, the way you explain that, how people think that people just be walking up to me.
See, hold on.
See, no, you know what you were doing.
No, I did
you
not.
You knew exactly what you were doing to make George paint this portrayal to George and me. That's fucked up.
I did not mean that. What I'm saying, these homeless people, these erratic, a lot of them are on drugs and stuff. They will walk up on you and just randomly start talking crazy. Not threatening you, but just talking random. I'm not saying they walk up to the Travis saying, put your hands up and give me your money or I'm going to take it. Like, I ain't saying they did all that. Joey about to run with it too.
I'm not even going to tell the homeless story now.
Why?
Then homeless people going to give you that Samoan treatment.
Nah, George, you can't. The Samoans
at Kiefer, him acting crazy will give whites the right to go kill any Negro acting crazy. That's a dangerous position. I agree.
Vigilantism, when you okay with that, it is opening the door.
Hey, Kiefer ain't lying on this one. We have naked people on drugs around here fighting with bushes, throwing stuff at cars.
They are busting through windows. I see that. What up, D. James?
Them homeless people going to bless Travis with that plate full of violence. Just pulled up, Duke and Travis.
What up?
Though?
Eric Adams said Wednesday that the death of Jordan Neely at the hands of fellow subway rider was a tragedy that never should have happened and pledged to do more to help people experience mental health crisis. My heart goes out to Jordan's family, who was suffering great pain and uncertainty about the circumstances of his death, said Adams, a former police officer who was criticized for his initial muted response to Neely's death. So it's a split. You obviously have the people that say that if he was threatening people and they do themselves.
It ain't really no split. It's mainly white people that's saying that
it ain't. No, it ain't. I've seen plenty of black people say, look, he's on there acting crazy. You know, I'm not saying that he deserves to die.
Shame on those black people that said that. Shame.
So you trying to be slick. What you're really saying is shame on Kiefer.
Shame on Kiefer. Shame on you, Kiefer. I'm surprised at you.
Let me show this video of what is allegedly. This is not.
Look what she said.
You said.
I had someone pull a huge torchlight on me.
Damn, trying to go into Target. Okay, I see why you might be a little bit jaded.
Wow.
You might be a little jaded, Keith.
She's had some traumatic experience with homeless people, so she viewed them all the same.
Yeah, it's a little different. I ain't got no gun shit.
He didn't threaten nobody.
Well, I'm gonna show this. This is the video that they're saying. I don't know if this is true. They're saying this is the last video of him. This is right before, the moment before he was being choked by Daniel Penny. So I'm gonna show it. Have a permit.
She said,
"Oh, damn! Oh, she got that thing on her." People said, "Run up, get done up." Let me play the video now.
I need to stop saying this right. Food 13 to milk. TV Popeyes, 13 to seltzer. Milk, TV, and drink. That's passion. 13 to milk. Food hungry. That's going on. Don't say this right. 13 to milk. Food TV Popeyes. Thirsty to drink, TV milk, thirsty to food. Drink hungry, I need to survive, milk, shelter. Drink hungry, that's what happens.
Now, that's allegedly the video of him before the incident happened. And right there, he didn't threaten anyone. He wasn't trying to put hands on anyone. So I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say that it was truly self-defense. We don't have all the video evidence. They said that someone on the train was recording a person who said a journalist. But yeah.
As Kiefer saw him, went.
That's ain't no clip gonna hold that. They ain't no damn. That's automatic. Whatever that was.
Typical down.
Yeah, when I saw that, I thought that's what you see on buses and public transportation.
Looking at that, nobody's face looks frightened.
Yeah, they look like we're laughing at him.
It is evidence your boy foul.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see though. So it's an unfortunate story. Hopefully justice comes.
I'm not saying he should have died. What I'm saying is this is a consequence of actions. You can't act like that.
On some instances I can agree, but in this instance in particular, I don't know if people just threatening people or just yelling, "I'm hungry."
Regina said, "My sister comes every day with a crazy homeless story of being nuanced, yet she has not come home to say somebody murdered them. If your life is in danger,
no problem." But yeah, I don't know. Once again, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more video that come out of it. So we'll see. You can't give a white a reason. Just give me a reason. Then they get off.
If somebody black
has killed him, throw him under the bus. Yeah. I mean, look what we're doing with the black cops in Memphis. Everybody unanimously across races, political views, everything said, arrest him. Throw them under the jail. But if there had been 4 white cops, you would have been saying, well, what was happening? Was he resisting arrest? All this other stuff. Go ahead.
I'm not reading that.
George. All right, this next.
No, your white ancestors, George.
All right, let me.
Frenchie.
Oh, you still call him Frenchie?
At Kiefer, death shouldn't be a consequence of being mentally ill. That white boy killed him for being black first. Agree.
But where was his family at? This is Kiefer. People always want to come out of the woodwork saying that they were special. They're not here for them. Well, that's true too.
We got to be on code. We got to be on code.
I agree.
I told y'all them black cops not getting white treatment.
I agree. But Keith, I agree with you. If he's homeless and he's on a train saying he's hungry, don't come out as a family now saying he was special. Because clearly you weren't dealing with him. Or maybe, he might have been going through some mental stuff and didn't want to deal with you.
Whatever happened to kindness? If somebody's saying they're hungry, give them some food, give them money, go get something to eat.
What?
Somebody saying they're hungry.
Travis, I remember when we were walking. Yeah, I'm gonna tell this story. When I first moved up here to Seattle.
I don't believe that for 1 minute.
When I first moved up here to Seattle, I was walking, we were walking with our dad downtown. And a homeless guy put up a sign that said, "Give me $1," and then flipped the sign. He said, give me a smile or $1. Everybody was giving him a smile. And he flipped the sign and said, "How about both?" Everybody kept walking. So people would keep walking on you. He tried to be witty and funny with it to get people to give him the money. It still didn't work.
Facts, dude. Family don't care until
that
now.
was Keefer's point originally. I agree with her. She pointed it out.
Yep, humanity is gone and gone. No compassion, period. How am I starving for white except, says the community of Kent? It's black. It's black people in Kent.
George. Sasha said, I don't know. My coworker mother was bipolar and homeless by choice. I brought it up too. I said it's a possibility. It could have just been.
We got to stop making excuses for white supremacy. We have
to understand
we are in a race war.
True.
If you aren't tuned in,
you will be next. Yeah. We're in really the middle stages of this one.
Regina, Kent is the new black.
Let me play this video here. A couple of weeks ago, we showed text messages from cops where they were in California cops, where they were saying some inappropriate racist things in text messages. And this is one of the people who's in the center of the investigation as far as people who are arrested. and he has some comments to make on the situation. Let me show this.
For violating his civil rights.
They slammed me on my head, so that kind of knocked me unconscious, and they kicked me to wake me back up and kept on doing it over and over.
He's one of several plaintiffs in a federal lawsuit against the Antioch, California Police Department. The shocking claims come after a federal agent to the department. The text messages allegedly shared between Antioch police officers on stakeout are crude and racist. The department serves a majority minority community. So many black people, appears to write one Antioch Police Department officer.
DJ,
are we in a race war or a culture war?
That's a good question. I think it's just wars all around, because you got a culture war amongst each group. Even amongst black people, there's a culture war going on right now.
Well, there's a stealing culture. There's a stealing war going amongst blacks.
No. I'm talking about within Black Americans.
Oh,
the culture war it's almost like a class war. It's also a expectations of where do we go with our culture at this point? Are we going to keep going into the degenerate behavior? Or the time to clean house and some stuff?
Oh yeah, y'all boulets want to be.
We boule now.
I'm looking for the word again.
What?
The G word.
Eugenicist.
Eugenicist.
That's not eugenic. Come on, man.
We have boulets in the comment sections, and one is sitting next to me that wants black people to only be with smart black people.
That sounds crazy to say. No one's saying that you have to. Anyway, but there's a culture war amongst every race right now, and then there's also a race war on top of that. When you look at the Asians and the Latinos, the blacks, and the whites. So yeah, it's kind of an all around thing going on. But all I call it is, there's just a great division happening right now, particularly the last 5 years. There's a great division happening that needs to happen so things can be reset in a hopefully near future.
I'd vote for culture because all skin folks ain't kin folks is real.
That's true. Culture is supposed to be number one, but in America, we're trained to believe it's race. George, stay on your ass. Let me finish
you
playing
love
this.
Black bottle juice, don't you?
Let me quit.
What is black bottle juice?
Let me finish playing this.
They all look the same. An officer responds, "I feel like I'm at the zoo," writes another. The text listed in a report from the district attorney. It says after the 4 suspects were arrested for murder, officers seemed to revel in the violent takedown. Texting, "I field goal kicked his head." Now, Trent Allen, one of the alleged victims from that incident, is speaking out exclusively to NBC Bay Area.
After they had beat me, they was saying they was basically throwing words out like that, and I'm asking them what's going on. They telling me shut up. You gonna find just basically disrespecting me, giving me no type of respect at all.
The report accuses more than a dozen officers of using racist and homophobic slurs, sharing racist images, and joking about using less lethal weapons on people.
That Obama phone shit. He said, Travis, you like the black Beetlejuice. You talking about that?
Beetlejuice
is funny though.
Brilliant said something funny. He said, "Meanwhile, Jews and Asians in the cut like peroxide." That's a good one. But yeah, I'm not gonna finish playing this. Basically, another situation where the cops were being racist towards these suspects. I gotta ask a question. Should we find a reason to protest or back the black people who get in situations because they are committing a crime? So you did commit a crime, but the cops were racist and beat up on you. How do we handle that? Do we ask for him to simply get his fair civil rights and go through proper proceedings to go to court? Or do we look at it like, let's stop it at the crime?
You should still do whatever the consequences for that crime is. That doesn't take away the fact of what they did to him. That's a civil lawsuit. That's separate.
I know.
But what this nigga trying to do is negate the fact of what he did and get off of the charges he did by saying, oh, they were racist and they beat me up even though I did a crime. That's what his ass is trying to do.
He's not trying to do that.
Shit.
I don't think he's trying to do that. Had no view in Colorado, you get no love. Let's move forward.
Study Dr. Francis question. Oh, we know her. Oh, he talking to James.
Okay. All right, next up.
Hell no. If you in Colorado, you get no love.
Get his fair civil rights and proper procedure like all non-blacks do. But we know this country ain't built for us to get that. We constantly we know this country's true way of working is the way it works now. Like people say this country's system is broken. No, it works pretty well the way they want it to work. It's working exactly how they want it to work. So Should we expect fair treatment?
No, you shouldn't expect fair treatment. Oh, Lord.
I always say to say,
oh, Lord.
I know. I always say that saying that they say fair is a place they judge pigs. Should you expect fairness?
No, you shouldn't.
So,
that's true. Facts is we're poorly miseducated on so many levels.
So yeah. Anyway, struggles for control of the Black Lives Matter organization.
Let that shit die.
Heads to court. And the 3 original members who they say are given credit for starting Black Lives Matter have all left the organization. So now they're trying to figure out who runs it at this point. Division equal power. A judge tentatively rejected a bid to dismiss a lawsuit brought by Black Lives Matter Grassroots against the Black Lives Matter Global Network and anti-SLAPP grounds.
It's 2 separate things.
Yeah. The struggles for control of the Black Lives Matter organization spilled into Los Angeles courtroom on Wednesday for an argument on the motion to dismiss a lawsuit against the current leadership of on free speech grounds.
Black Lives Matter is COINTELPRO.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Soros.
We saw the old buddy is connected to Soros, the Indian dude running for president. The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court in September 2022 accused the head of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Shalamya Bowers, of using the world-famous organization as her personal piggy bank by siphoning off more than $10 million from donors, as well as stealing control of the organization through a series of misrepresentations and unauthorized backroom dealings. Plaintiff Black Lives Matter Grassroots, a sort of satellite organization run by Melina Abdullah. Now, hold on. How you say it? Shalamya Bowers. Isn't that the dude who was the money man for Black Lives Matter?
I think so.
That was the money man. So now he's trying to run the whole thing. And by the way, Melina Abdullah, that's the woman who was in the video with Black Lives, with what's her name? Patrice Cullors, where they was at the mansion and doing the celebration of the video.
The biracial lady or whatever she was.
She was in the video with them.
Yeah, she was.
So that tells me Patrice Cullors and all them, they don't want the Shamla Bowers dude to run shit like he was the money. He was the money man though. So there's a falling out between them.
Probably so.
Because she's friends with them, unless she fell out with them.
Damn.
So
fuck Black Lives Matter. Next subject. Facts. Homosexuality is eugenics. Eastwood, you want that Black Lives Matter bag? Don't lie. Facts. Black Lives Matter was a scam.
Yeah.
Homosexuality is population control on code. Fuck Black Lives Matter with the graphic emoji.
It's now graphic.
Baphomet is the first transgender video.
Y'all check out this video. A bunch of lesbians. Yeah.
Go check out on Code 24/7. Your YouTube page back.
Bunch of lesbians. One of them didn't ever tell who our partner was too. I found that funny.
By the way, Black Lives Matter shit is another distraction. We know they were the true scammers, so we shouldn't be spending calories on distractions.
But it seems to be a breaking up of even Black Lives Matter. They fighting over the money, basically. They fighting over who get to control the money of Black Lives Matter in this lawsuit. So you got Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, and you got Black Lives Matter Grassroots, who have always been complaining that the main organization was stopping them from keeping the money that they get donated and made them send it to the main organization, and they would themselves decide who get what money for what projects.
True.
So now the grassroots people said, look, man, we the ones who actually are doing, they believe at least, doing good.
The ground level.
Can we please get the money that we're earning? But, Lauren Steiner 2.0.
Let's talk about the reparations. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Brandley Flawed, tired of talking about fucking reparations.
He's what said, fuck all this. Let's move forward to what's really important.
I'm about Black Lives Matter bag. Eastwood facts.
All right, let's move forward then. So Black Lives Matter is having an in-house fight. We'll see how that goes for them. Somebody going to jail. I just feel like somebody got to go to jail at some point. California reparations panel OKs recommendation on state apology and payments. What's going on? They finally came to an agreement. I saw an article that said $1.2 million per black person. But then also another article where they said they're not promising cash payments. So we don't know what that means. You said a number that you recommend, but then you said you're not promising cash.
Was it 1.2?
It was 1.2 million.
George really need that 1.2 million. We wishing all the best for the brother.
You've been funny. The proposal now to go to state lawmakers to consider for reparations legislation. California Reparation Task Force voted Saturday to approve recommendations on how the state may compensate and apologize to black residents for generations of harm caused by discriminatory practices.
That compensates us for what they've done. We want trillions. That's exactly what I said on Cole. Everybody get $1 trillion.
They can eat a dick. Send a check first, words later. You don't see. That's another thing.
That's what you be doing to get that money, though.
Wait, what? What you just say to George? Oh, George. That's George. Okay. Damn, George.
If he had to do that to get that check, that's what he'd do.
But here's the thing: they need the apology. See, in law, the apology would be them admitting that they committed a crime. That's why you'll notice whenever they every time they've done an apology to black Americans, they always preface it with saying, we're not promising any reparations or nothing like that. I'm sorry for what happened. If you ask for an apology, you're saying you want them to acknowledge what happened, acknowledge it's a crime, and then they're automatically you kind of
start sending out those payments.
Yeah, you kind of guaranteed some type of
Biden told Newsome to have those Negroes follow him to the polls to vote for Biden, and then maybe Negroes will get it.
Oh, yeah, you see that too, Eastwood? Fox News, let me go ahead and show that. Fox News immediately released an article saying that he declined cash payments. See, California Governor Newsome declines to back reparations check, says slavery legacy is more than cash payments.
Galvin, hell no, you ain't getting shit, Moji.
Y'all playing again.
Y'all playing.
We playing y'all again. So they already kind of playing it right now, trying to drag it on a little bit. Let me just show this video. No,
is the video gonna be playing this time?
Yes, the video's gonna be playing this time. First, let me show this. Argument at California reparations hearing shows toll of talking about racism, members say. You don't go in there mad, said one attendee, but I'm not surprised when you get mad because you're talking all day about the bad stuff that happened to your people. So Tariq Nasheed went to the California reparations meeting where they okayed all this, and he got into a dispute with someone. Allegedly, people are saying somebody called him an agent, and it was a little rough, you got a little tussle in there a little bit. There was threats thrown at people. It says emotions came to a head during a public meeting at California's Reparation Task Force Saturday when two men began to argue and had to be separated. While the argument tipped into more personal territory than about public policy, Task Force member Cheryl Grills says she saw the confrontation from the dais of the manifestation of the tension building across months of the public testimony. If you understand stress, you can understand a lot of what was happening in the room that day. A clinical psychology professor at Marymount University in Los Angeles. Public hearings are an issue on an issue of reparations have not gotten into fisticuffs, but they have been highlighted by black people stepping into the podium or calling in by phone to express the depths of their emotions about how slavery has impacted them generations later, how important reparations are, and in what form they should come. Some have tried. What?
Tariq may be an agent.
Damn, Uncle. Uncle, look, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. The brother might be an agent. Now, let me just go ahead and show the video of what happened. It's
look. Eastwood said, once we get our reparations, we better not act crazy or we may get choked out. Daniel Penny needs to be prosecuted. He ain't let that shit go.
Hey, don't get drunk in the streets and celebrating and end up getting choked out and dying.
Kiefer gonna say, make sure you get the money off of him.
Damn, Chad, y'all wrong. Y'all doing Kiefer wrong. The woman, she told you.
The Moors got that treaty. They should be out.
Oh, you said the Moors got the treaty. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. To all the people walking around saying that they're the Moors and that there's a treaty between Northern Africa and America and how they're not bound by American citizenship. All I'm gonna say is don't run to them don't run to these people asking for your check now if you're in California. You've declared yourself a Moor, not a Black American. You're not Black. You don't follow that political belief.
Shit. They
Stay on
double
it.
dip.
Let's see if you really about that. Will you really stand on it? But you know. All right, let me show this right quick.
We are self-funded. We are self-funded. Our ancestors Black women were mistreated. So when you all remember us, you put respect on our name. And that's
Yeah, I see the feds. I see the dude with the feds in the back with the black feds. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I
Look
agree.
at the feds.
Look at the feds.
See the feds. Look. That's
Security. Yeah,
security.
I was laughing. I had a mic turned off. I was laughing. I had a mic off. Security. Don't call security now.
Damn.
everyone sit. The police is right here. He ain't moving. Sit down. Everyone sit down. Sit down. People in the center, sit down. Sit down. Sit
I'll read it.
Hold on. George said, fuck the Moors when it come to my piece of pie. Travis can't get no pie because he loved him some oatmeal cookies with raisins.
What is wrong with oatmeal cookies with raisins? I don't understand.
It's funny he got the raisins capitalized. Like that's the real. That's the
no,
real crime.
that's fiber.
Like in raisins is a
you
crime.
need fiber to shit.
Yeah, they're the feds. Yeah. Fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you, pay me.
Oh Lord. But yeah. So what y'all think? What you think about that? Chaos erupts.
Well,
at the
wherever Tariq.
meeting.
I'm not taking shots at Tariq, but wherever Tariq goes, chaos follows, it seems. Moorish handshake, Freemason handshake. To me, that's all we need to see. Our reparations will be issued. Raisins. So, Kiefer, you don't eat oatmeal, raisin cookies?
Look at.
Come on.
Regina said to me, "That's all we need to see."
Look.
What?
He wanted to say that last week. Travis eats his potato salad with raisins.
Raisins with the dookie slide. Lord have mercy. Raisins with dookie slide.
Oh man.
All right. No, I
think the passion
instead.
is there. I don't see a problem with it. We didn't pull a January 6th though.
Yeah, nobody ended up shot and nothing, so niggas was good. Niggas behaved.
I eat the cranberries too, Keith. I eat oatmeal cranberry cookies too. I like the cranberries instead too. Sometimes it doesn't matter.
So you think it's just a passionate moment? People just got a little bit overly passionate. Comments were made and it led to a little standoff, but it was okay. You know, when you see that, do you see dysfunction and chaos, or do you see tensions?
I can see
emotions running high, tensions building, and then it kind of.
Yes.
So it's not a big deal to you?
It's not a big deal, but some people have chaotic energy and they just attract chaos.
So you think Tariq may just be an agent of chaos?
He's an agent of chaos.
You think it's just what he is?
He is what he is. There's no shots taken.
Well, let me show this comment. This is from his video he did. Somebody clipped him up. Saying certain things to be out of context. I'm saying it right now. I'm not saying this is the only thing he said, because I know last time somebody said he said something. When we saw the whole video, he didn't say it the way they presented it.
Brilliantly said, should have pulled a January 6th. It would have been national.
You want to just bring attention to it. You want chaos too, bro.
Passion because we all want the same thing. Agreed. Knit a sweater, bitch.
Travis don't want to grow. Oh man. All right. Now this video here is Tariq.
Look, passion is one thing, but I don't see cohesion on code, same page with the same thing, always in fighting.
Yeah. One of those things where sometimes we can agree to disagree. We don't got to go into threatening each other and standing up and needing 10 people in between us, but things you got to work through. We got to grow. But all right, let me show this video of Tariq speaking on the meeting. Go ahead.
I can't read that.
Yeah, damn, Cole, we can't.
Oh, Cole.
That's defamation. We don't know if it's true or not. But I
somebody killed his co-defendant and cooperated with laws.
The law. You know it's bad when you
gave K-Flex to the trap pimps.
Hey.
Some salad dressing, same
salad, different dressing.
Different dressing. Nah, brilliant.
Uncode is an agent. Oh shit. Damn. Damn.
Oh.
Let me show this video. Let me show what Tariq had to say about the situation and what people were saying.
You have to be white to love to eat garbage Travis loves. Well, you like eating white.
Hold on, y'all.
I research our leaders. You're geeking. LOL. Free the raisins.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get some of these.
On code, I'm a truth seeker.
So
Tariq is a leader. Garbage. If we don't select your own leaders, they will select them for you. Agreed. We have a lot of pro-truth.
Yeah,
and sometimes black will be out here doing some foul shit. And just because they black doesn't mean you get to not expose things that they do.
Let me play this.
Fuck, re-slow. The garbage.
Hold on, y'all.
I said garbage. What are you talking about? Type slow.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, that Friday Jones, and I don't know that Friday Jones. She announced her name today, but she's kind of a fat chick. She came in with one kind of husky, little moist looking dude and like a little skinny hood rat. So they came in and they sat like in front of me, and they sat there for like an hour. They didn't say that. They sat there for an hour, and they saw me there, and I don't know who they are, and I'm chilling, and I got I'm surrounded. I got my hitters positioned.
Hitters?
And with the task force, they started having phone calls first. They say, we're going to do the phone calls, and then we'll have the people speak in person. So you had
Cole said he putting out a what? Where did he say that? I'm putting out a document of Tariq out soon. The last person that put out a video on Tariq, it didn't go good for their channel. What was his name? He was Jamaican. He used to have a show called he did like a conspiracy
Highly
channel.
Strange or
Highly Strange dude.
High Strangeness, something like that.
High Strangeness. He did one on Tariq,
Dr. Umar
Johnson, Tommy
Sotomayor.
I want to say
Young Pharaoh.
Yeah. But do your thing. You ain't scared. Do your thing.
a few phone calls go on. This one on.
Lord have mercy. Sorry.
And then a call came through, and it was the Friday chick who was sitting in the audience. She called while she was sitting in the audience. So she stand up, babbling, making a scene, being disruptive, just plebiscite babbling and just kind of going on. And they're telling her, hey, you're out of order. You can't call and be in the audience, ma'am. And she's talking over them and yelling at them and talking reckless. And then the dude next to her, he stands up, and they're kind of gesticulating and doing all this stuff. And she's like, yeah, my organization put in all this work. And no, she's bad speaking eloquently, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be transparent. I was about to fuck it up today. I was about to mess everybody's reparations up. I'm sorry.
Agent of Chaos. I don't read it. Hold on.
I was about to just fuck all of the money up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. Because if I got down them stairs, I was gonna slap the living shit out of that dude.
He like slapping people.
The brothers and sisters from the town got in my ear.
Okay. Eastwood, instead of spending your time documenting people, use that time to dox Daniel the killer. I don't like Umar, so I back Tariq.
That's George.
Fuck it.
I'm going out like a soldier.
Code, if you say so. You like razors, I'll shoot you.
Damn, George. You can't be threatening people.
Daniel the killer, Eastwood.
You sounded like an agent. Use your doc skills to help us fight white supremacy. I don't actually like raping. I prefer grapes. I don't believe people still out here slapping people. Yeah, they still slapping people, Shantae. They still
people out here slapping the shit out of people.
You know he's a pimp, so
I'll dox Daniel ass too.
Got in my ear.
Where he at?
What the hell you doing? You trying to hide me? All right, so Tariq threatening that he was going to shut down the whole money situation. What do you think? Him saying he was going to smack the dude at the reparations.
Well, him smacking the shit out of dude ain't going to shut down the reparation thing, because we going to escort Tariq big ass out of there and that other dude big ass out there and continue our thing. What we doing? They ain't stopping shit.
Yeah, they still slapping him.
Now, wait till we get done with this and we want to see it.
Oh no! Wait, you that's the ratchet coming out of you. You still want him to slap him, but not in that
slap
environment.
Away. On code again. You don't know where he at.
Real. Is that supposed to be PsyOp?
I don't know. I ain't gonna say it because I don't know what it is. And okay, I'm in the South East DC. Google it. I'm in the hood. I've been hunted by the agents. Travis, come get this slap from Tariq.
All right.
Well, Tariq in California. Meet up with him, George.
So after Gavin Newsom said that they said, at least Fox News said he was not in support of cash reparations payments, there was also another post by what's her name? Jamila. What's her name?
Jamila. I don't know her last name.
The woman who's the head of the California Reparations Committee. She says that he is in support of reparations and much more than cash. Newsom responds to recommendation for California Reparations Task Force. Gavin Newsom responded to recent findings by California's Reparation Task Force, which recommended how the state may compensate and apologize to Black Americans for generations of discrimination. A response that some state leaders say is meant to temper expectations around the reparations in California might actually look like. Part of the preliminary recommendations include payments of Black Californians, which some estimates have projected that the state would owe upward of $800 billion, more than 2.5 times its annual budget in payments. In a statement with KCRA3, Newsom said many of the recommendations are things the state has already been addressing, but did not give clear indication if he would back the payments. Dealing with the legacy is about much more than cash payments, Newsom said in the statement. This work must continue. Following the task force submission of its final report this summer, I look forward to continued partnership with the legislator to advance systemic changes that ensure an inclusive and equitable future for all Californians. What you think?
So she pretty much saying Gavin Newsom is backing us for our reparations, and we thank you and we appreciate it. Thank you, Massa.
Yeah, I knew you about to go there.
Okay, on code, you from Southeast DC. Now that wasn't before gentrification. Fraternal Order Police killed my brother, so began my journey in the knowledge. Sorry to hear about that, on code. Fuck a task force. Fuck some research. Fuck an apology. Run me my fucking money. First and Kennedy Street crew, Google it. We kill police.
Damn, Uncle. Chill out, Uncle. You ain't got to tell on yourself. It's okay.
We police officers, Google it. On code 24/7.
Hey, you gave him the game fist.
I'm an 80s baby. I survived the 90s. Murder capital.
All right, let me show y'all this right here. This is more talk on it. What he had to say.
I don't understand how the pain from historic sins gets eased by bunging a load of cash to people now, almost all of whom will have not suffered the original pain. So explain to me.
Sure, thank you for having me. So what we're doing in California is we are dealing with some of the more recent experiences of discrimination, beginning with the period of Jim Crow here in the state of California. So what we call these are really the lingering effects of slavery. And so we're not providing reparations or recommending reparations for slavery itself, but for the ongoing institutional and state-based harms that the African-American community has faced.
Why do we have a Caribbean person speaking for reparations? He's Caribbean.
We talked about this already.
I know we talked about it, but we need to talk about it. Why is he up there? Why couldn't they get a Black American to speak for it?
The rest of them are Black American.
Well, they should have got the Black American to go up there and speak for it on national television. Southeast DC was wild in the 90s, early 2000s. I used to swing through there coming from B-More. So on code in Brinkley, Florida, what is considered the DMV? At Lost in the Script, this reminds me of how the Northwest African American Museum finally came into fruition. It only took over 20 years, one tether, infighting with other blacks, plus the government.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So basically what he's saying was the reparations is not for slavery. It's for just the harms done in California.
George. Oh, he said, dude on the right, look like he's spending my reparation money and don't sound American. Dude on the right, like he butler in Master's house to greet y'all broke asses from the field.
All right, let me put the other
George
dude
say
part.
He in the house?
So let me play the other dude part.
Bring in Leo Terrell. You've been waiting patiently. Your response to this, Leo?
Well, you've done a great job of asking the right questions. First of all, they cannot prove any form of direct damage at all. I challenge him as a lawyer, as a civil rights lawyer, Pierce. Here's the situation. They talk about institutionalized racism. Where is it? You got black mayors in this state. They talk about systemic racism. Where is it? Where's the white boogeyman that they're talking about? They cannot prove that people of color, black folks, deserve $1.2 million. Does Kamala Harris need it? Does London Breed, the mayor of San Francisco? Does Karen Bass, Barbara Lee, who's a congresswoman? They can't show this. What's the real reason behind this, Pierce? I'll tell you what it is. In 2020, during the summer of riots, you had a governor named Gavin Newsome who wants to pander to black Americans in California in order to run for president. And I will submit to you that if such a bill was even contemplated, there would be a challenge to it because it violates the Equal Protection Clause, it's unconstitutional, and it's racist. And I would be the first, as a civil rights attorney, to challenge such a law. Last point, Gavin Newsom came out a couple of days ago, Pierce, and said he is not inclined to support reparations in a cash payment.
Typical black dude, dark-skinned black dude with a...
Wow, racist.
All he needs is the glasses. He got the fade. Typical Republican speaking.
How you know he Republican?
He Republican.
How you know
Republican
that?
speaking Negro.
You don't know if he did. He said it's difficult for me to trust niggas with no facial hair. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, why are you 50 with no facial hair?
On code,
unless it don't grow.
On code, I'm older than you, and I know Southeast got some real G's, and on the ones around now bumping their gums are snitches. Y'all call it slim. Okay, DC, Maryland, Virginia. DC, Maryland, Virginia. See, that's what I thought it was. But some people
But what
say,
part of Virginia? Is it just Northern Virginia? Is Baltimore included?
Now you know
PG can't. Like, it's a lot of places.
Now you know Pierce is lying when he states, "I don't understand how pain from historic sins get eased by providing a lot of cash to people." Thank you, because he supports the Jewish people getting payments. Reparations for ADOS, period. If your folks were slaves, you get paid. Bro voice sounds like
the voice sounds like a kiss ass. Yeah.
DC used to be Chocolate City, isn't anymore.
Whoa, pause. DC not Chocolate City no more?
Well, they have a lot of other Never mind. On code 24/7 Boule ADOS, plus all the new immigrants coming already here. These white families have the paperwork of the slaves they own. It's difficult for me to trust niggas with no facial hair. Tethers, called Negroes, man, cotton pickers. Still some real OGs in DC. Northern Virginia, be more included. I thought that, okay.
What up, KD?
KD. Facts Fly, Northern Virginia. What's up, KD? Nah, we gentrified.
Leo Terrell, that's the guy who was just speaking, the civil rights lawyer just speaking against reparations. He said, Leo Terrell, you got to be Boule just to make it today.
Be more is not included in the DMV.
See, Be More, Northern Virginia is not included.
Y'all know Be More gets no love from DC. I thought that too, but that's not my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I left it alone because I knew how serious it get. Let me play this video here.
If you don't
say do, plan to make cash. We must repair it.
If you don't say you, extend your yous when you talk, and I can't be a part of that conversation.
Cash payments to certain black residents and issue a formal state apology for slavery. And California taxpayers are set to inherit a massive bill. I know what you're saying. Slavery.
Well, Uncle said Be More is included. I'm here. I know.
DC
California, I know
heavily.
what you're thinking. We'll get to it. Under the proposal, eligible black residents would receive compensation of up to $1.2 million. In total, that could cost an estimated $800 billion. That's more than 2.5 times the state's annual budget. Some activists don't even think that's enough. We must repair this damage. We must repair it. Reparations are not only morally justifiable, but they have the potential to address long-standing racial disparities and inequality.
You say nothing about slavery. Nothing. Zero. So the equivocal number from the 1860s.
Ain't that crazy? They gave it to the Ukrainians, though. So that's George. They gave it to the Ukrainians.
For 40 acres today,
Foxx is 66 in Hebrew.
$200 million for each and every African American.
Shout out to Mystery Man.
Oh, what up? What up? Just give us France.
Just give us France.
No, we're gonna move off of that because she's against it. She's one black person at Fox News at this point, I think, and they pointed out,
you know it,
her husband was white, so it's like whatever.
See, that's why you can't be with other races of people, because it blinds you.
What do you think about the guy asking for $200 million per black American?
There's nothing wrong with that. It should be more.
What you mean?
It should be more money. I said $1 trillion.
See, this goes into the point where people say where it's never going to be enough.
It's never going to be enough. Yeah. That means the only way it's going to be enough is when we are removed.
When you gifted the entire country. That's kind of what you're asking for. Because you're never going to get somebody put a price on the damage done to your people. So yeah, it's never gonna be enough, no matter what number they come up
Duck with the quack.
Shit,
Wardoff gets more love than Be More.
Well, I don't know what that is. I know Be More, but yeah. All right, now I'm gonna show this video here. This is from Foundation of Black American First. This is the Twitter account I got this from. They got this off of TikTok. I'm gonna play what she had to say that angered some people. I'm gonna tell you. Let me know if you think what she said was anything wrong with it. I'm gonna play this.
Well, there's talk about reparations. Let me tell you why I'm mad. Because not being Black American, but being Caribbean American, meaning my dad was born here, but his family was born in Haiti. My mother was born in Trinidad. We're still descendants of slaves. Anybody that is in the Caribbean, for the most part, specifically Haiti. Let's give it up for Haiti, because if Haiti didn't run it up, if we wasn't doing the machete chopping and all of that, nobody else would have really felt let's do this. But
that's not true.
I digress. France ain't paying Haitian people because technically Haiti owes France for just wanting their freedom. The Brits ain't paying Trinidad either. So what about Caribbean Americans?
All right, what you think? She made that. She got a lot of backlash for that.
They use the same argument over and over, talking about if just never kicked it off, we would have never got shit popping off in here. That's not true. They actually made it worse for Americans over here. So she's saying because the Brits and France are not going to pay them, that Americans should pay them?
No. She was making the argument that Caribbeans should get reparations
from Americans.
No, I think she was saying in general.
Yeah, they should get their reparations from who they're supposed to get it from. It's a lot. Where to start with? I did that part. Agree. Just running my 1.2 motherfuckers. And then East Geekin. Fuck is ward off at bro. I don't believe you when you married to white people.
Yeah.
Interracial marriage is eugenics. I agree. Brilliantly flawed from DMV. He ain't heard of ward off. You don't have to marry them to blow. They back out.
Look at George.
See, this is what I'll be talking about with George.
I'm just saying.
Ward off is in the DMV. LOL.
All right, just go down.
Okay. Travis and Dude, we got some fakes in here. LOL. I've been gone a minute.
All right, welcome back.
No, I think she's talking about wherever she came from. Nothing to do with us.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Mr. Man, nothing to do with us.
Mr. Man, you don't give a damn about what's going on.
Hey, to get your reparations if your folks was enslaved. Slavery equals reparations. I agree. They should get it from the French.
Haiti,
France.
Get their money from France.
Haiti, get the money from France.
Be more.
Be more gets no DC.
I told you that DC.
Man. Y'all tripping.
That topic, man. All right, now let me play part 2. They got on her, and she made a response video.
In the video, did I say that Caribbean Americans were entitled to reparations in America? I simply named the fact that reparations were a conversation for Black Americans and how Caribbean Americans are still in the process of getting that.
Same thing with us.
And actually, if y'all just looked at the caption of that video, I literally said, Black Americans are getting what they deserve, to say the least. France and the UK need to run it up. That's actually the energy that I wrote with. I had my elbows up and everything. That was written. The fact that there are so many people like, America doesn't owe you nothing. I didn't ask if America owed me anything. I literally named that France and the UK, it was like almost like a lost cause. That's what it feels like. And it's very weird to meet y'all with that level of vulnerability and to be met with, fuck y'all, fuck Caribbeans, fuck y'all. Like, that was really the energy. It's very strange. It's very strange.
Hey, don't make fun of the gap teeth. Gap teeth are a trait.
No, her loose teeth just got the energy that she wanted to get. Pretty much.
Loose teeth.
We fill that space in between that tooth for you.
Mystery Man said America owes her a hairstyle.
Damn. She ain't got no hair. How they gonna give her a hairstyle?
Oh, God. Hey, y'all going in. See, I know I shouldn't have showed that. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what was gonna happen, and I should have showed it. He said, okay, let me get back to on code. Oh, Lord. Now he's going.
Oh, yeah. Kimberly and Lauren Ingram are the same. I assume. Yep, they're the same, Regina. One just in blackface. Unless her husband do it time to time. That's the only fucking difference.
All right.
Yeah, it's internal beef. Definitely.
Let's move forward. I'm going to show y'all.
George like pink toes. LOL. He love pink toes.
Yeah, George like his pink toes.
He like pink toes and pink hairy toes. He like them both.
Yellow toes.
He out here getting his bread.
Smokey Robinson is still he's still correcting people on calling him Black American versus African American. So let me just play what Smokey had to say. Hold on. Now they want to play this damn ad. What the hell?
Travis, get her some of your razors to feel her teeth. Call it tough love. I digress.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
All nationality of case. I came from Eve. I don't think you came from Eve. You came from Karen. I don't eat crab either. Spider of the sea, LOL. I'm just reintroducing them. How you reintroducing them? That don't make some sense. Eastwood on Cole, Trinidad, Northeast, so you know I know. What? OMG. All. We know. All.
All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me.
Yeah, they know.
All right, let me play this. Smokey Robinson.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't. That the influx of new, more immigrants and the expected Title 42 and the reparations talk is happening in real time.
Oh, yeah, they definitely jumping on the back of that discussion. No question.
We roll with it. Look, they said that's a very dangerous neighborhood. On Coast, a very dangerous neighborhood. Well, whatever the hell the name, I ain't visiting.
Oh,
get them white numbers up. Really fly.
Yeah, they trying to.
George helping.
But then there's a battle for them not to be called themselves white no more.
On code, that's why I see the G next. On code, that's why I see the G check you.
He said, I has a G.
I had to G check you. You know, if we all came from E, they lost their melanin, and I'm just interjecting them with the true ancestral lineage.
All right. Now, Smokey Robinson, he said he still, now this is, I thought this was, he said this before multiple times, but in another interview, he making sure he reiterated again. Don't call him African American. He's black.
Don't call me African American either. I'm with you.
You have said that you resent the idea of being called an African American, that
Yes.
you are a black American.
Yes.
Explain.
I think that when they call black people who were born and raised for generations in this country, if you accept the handle of African American, that says that you don't accept being an American American. You don't accept being born in Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever you were born. For generations, your family has been here, you know? Built this country too. Sweat and tears and all that, you know. Fought in every war, okay? So this is my country here.
Mr. Man.
I don't want to be called African American. I'm an American American. My people have died and done everything for this country.
What you think about old
Smokey?
What you think about Smokey's comments?
What's up? What the hell? You got ass playing? Mr. Man definitely has something to say. Smokey is a gay American. Regina Harris. Always love them pink toes by Gina on Martin. But he do have a real black soul. He serenades me every Saturday. He ain't got no black soul, Regina. Yep, Travis is hating if Jack Johnson can do it. Why can't? Look what happened to Jack Johnson as.
That was a bad example.
That was a very bad example that he gave. I don't want to be called African American either. I 100% agree with Smokey on this. So that evasion feels like a replacement, though.
So you would rather be called Black American than African American?
Man, no comment. Huh?
You rather be called Black American?
I'd rather be called Black American.
But African American is a historical term. Do you want to give that up?
Is African American a historical term?
Yeah.
I thought that didn't come about to the 70s.
No, it's in documents all dating back to the 1800s.
So is Negro. So is colored.
When you rather be called that?
So what? Yeah, it's a lot of names.
Okay.
Smokey is black first, then he can be. Y'all don't read the whole comment. I don't have to read the whole comment, George. Leave Smokey alone. He's an icon.
Smokey's still putting out music too. Y'all see his new album, Gasm?
Well, is he getting the gasm or the woman?
Well, he said he's still sexual in his old age.
Mr. Man said, what type of sexual stuff going on? Nigger has been documented in the Bible.
Exactly. They called the Israelites, called one of the Israelites a nigger, so they tell you something.
I'm uniting all nations. I will be a civil right
MBD leader.
At George, when I first learned that Jack Johnson, I was floored for a minute, but lately I've come to the realization since the fallen angels got with daughters of men. I got them, Regina. I got it. Nothing new under the sun. I'm getting better.
You guess.
Keep telling y'all, looking to Ben Ishmael tribe, first American. Google it.
Y'all see what's going on in Florida right now?
It's something always going on in Florida.
So in Florida, it says people aren't showing up to work. South Florida workers already feeling heat of immigration bill. A couple of videos.
Today that as a DACA recipient, I am no longer able to live under my parents' roof due to the immigration law that's going to take an effect in July 1st. Since I am a DACA recipient and it is illegal to live with a undocumented person, and if you do, you commit a felony will have you not being able to renew your DACA, and you are more likely to get deported.
Exactly, Eastwood. Cheering for Florida. Good. Get their asses up out of here. Pack them up.
It says construction workers say many employees have not showed up to work because they fear deportation. Critics say Florida Senate Bill 1718 is to blame. If signed by Governor Ron DeSantis, businesses will face up to $10,000 in fine for every undocumented employee, and the state could revoke their business license. Because of this, many construction workers who spoke to CBS News Miami said they're fearful of the future. Now, here is some of the stuff that's in the Florida Immigration Bill 1718. I'm just going to run through some of this stuff. It says employment rules. For some time, the federal E-Verify system has applied only to public employers and contractors. But with this new bill, all companies with 25 or more employees must use E-Verify to ensure employment eligibility of their workers. Employers that fail to comply could lose their operation licenses. In addition, the legislation allows for random audits of companies suspected of employing undocumented workers. Wasn't that been the problem the whole time? People have been saying you can't judge or get angry with the illegal immigrants. You need to get mad with the companies that hire them. Well, that's what this bill is going after. It's going after them. Transportation limits. The bill calls for stronger criminal penalties for human smuggling, which includes helping people from other countries into Florida. Healthcare requirements. Hospitals that receive federal and state Medicaid reimbursements will now be required to track and report the amount of money spent to care for illegal immigrants in their emergency rooms.
Yeah. Wow. What?
You about to say something?
No, I'm these comments. I know what they're alluding to.
So you got education restrictions and all the other stuff that's going on. Now I'm going to go through some of these videos of these people allegedly not working because they're afraid of being deported. And they're also saying, if you don't want us to do the job, then y'all do it.
De Florida, DeSantis, está promoviendo una ley que trabajar sin papeles sea una felonía y que todas las compañías en este país, que ellos solitos quieren ir a la quiebra. No sé qué tienen en la cabeza.
So that happened in a construction site in Miami yesterday. So I'm going to translate it for you. What the guy was saying is that the governor of Florida, DeSantis, is pushing a law to make it a felony to work without papers, and that they are holding companies and employers to assist them to check those papers. And he's saying it's going to be impossible for them to work without papers. Impossible.
Good.
And what he's requesting is that, do you have 300 people, 300 white people, 300 citizen white people?
That's not what he's saying.
Do sheetrock, framing, electricity, conduits, everything. And also, are these people available to go to the camps for agriculture? He wants to see how true it is that they are able to do the work that they do. And then he says he don't know what's going on in their heads. Me neither.
What you think?
Florida, come here legal.
Let me say this: Florida is going all out. They banning Chinese people from buying land and owning stuff, except if they're they have a certain visa.
It's like they're their own. It's like their own country.
Like it's empty. Look how empty it is.
Good.
I'm just saying.
Look. Now Eastwood said, now immigrants are coming to Georgia. I'm gonna upgrade my legals. Not Eastwood. I need them immigrants because I'm not getting my reparations, and you already got immigrant help in your house.
Oh shit.
Bring Florida. I need a nanny or two. Just saying. George, I'm about to upgrade my Eastwood. I'm about to upgrade my immigrants. I need some Louis V. I know what y'all saying. Y'all talking about concubines. That's what y'all ass talking about in the damn comment sections.
No, I think you jumped the gun.
And then George said, immigrants reject Travis because he not part of the Mandingo tribe. Come on, nigga. Now it's time for blacks to go back and get the jobs. So he bitter. He ain't said all that. Mexicans are either drug dealers or janitors.
Oh, shit.
The U.S. tech is a country versus a continent, but it's acts more like a continent with each state acting like its own country, like Texas and Florida. That's what I see. They're acting like their own country instead of a state. Kiefer said, good. George, you know what he do. The Spanish enslaved us as well. Thank you, on code. Spanish people are not our allies. Thank you, on code.
Okay, so they just talking shit about
They trying to get some damn concubines.
I thought some of y'all would have some level of
shit.
empathy.
They ain't got no dignity.
Some level of empathy for them. Y'all like, fuck them.
Yeah, they got empathy for them. That's what they want to do. Fuck them. Ain't no black and brown. They have Larissa.
The race, yeah.
Larissa. We have us. I'm a married man. I'm saying we can upgrade our immigrants that will speak a little more English and already trained. Yeah, right, nigga.
Rockland County execs warns cops are deployed if NYC tries to bust migrants there. Remember, Eric Adams got he had a speech where he talked about how Texas is constantly busing these immigrants or these migrants, I'm sorry, to black ran cities. So Chicago, New York, all the black ran cities are the ones that are busting these migrants, and he was saying this is affecting their economy and all the other stuff. Well, now Rockland County said, if you're trying to send them to us, we got cops deployed. So you're sending her you want to, shit might pop off. What you about to say?
No, I wasn't about to say nothing. George said he don't fuck him, he just socialize.
So this immigration thing is starting to, even the black people, we better get to it later. Even the black people are starting to, a lot more black people are getting involved in this immigration discussion.
Regina. Concubines and Mandingo tribes. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody needs to throw a rock at that dude on the horse.
DeSantis signs bill requiring Asian American Pacific Islander history in Florida schools. It's funny because just a few months ago, it was a big old hoopla.
Because of the type of history that they wanted to apply to African American studies was not needed.
Oh,
I'm going to stand on it.
Wow, you still defending it.
I'm still defending it. It was not needed.
Still in character.
I'm not in character. It was not needed.
You would never vote for the dude ever.
It doesn't matter if I vote for him. You can not vote for a person and agree with some of the policies that they put forward.
That's true. But you wouldn't though. You wouldn't even think about it.
If you think about what,
you don't even really support him. You just talking shit.
That's not true.
All right. Chicago residents launch legal action over plans to build 50 illegal immigrants to house. I
don't care about us, so we don't care.
Chicago residents launched legal action over plans to house 500 illegal immigrants inside a Shutter High School, with one irate neighbor saying, "Build a wall, make the border." We talked about this for 2 weeks now. They want to push LGBTQ for black.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did.
And DeSantis is trying to show White Daddy that he can get his brethren in line.
Let me show these videos in Chicago. Be allowed to live and go inside this shut down high school. This is something that's a problem under Lori Lightfoot. And they're still trying to push this. So
because they got
yeah, that too.
The new mayor is pro immigrants.
Right,
deceitful equals DeSantis.
All right, hold on, y'all. So one protest they held was it was two main videos I'm gonna show.
Kiefer said the sound is choppy. It's starting up. Can y'all hear us clear now? Is the sound still choppy?
Let us know when it's clear, and I'll start again. I'll continue. Let us know when it's clear. Let me get rid.
Chopped and screw. Trust no cracker. Did y'all hear that? Trust no cracker. On cool. for the mic check. Travis, say one for the mic check. Tell him. He gives me gay lobbyist vibes, respectfully. Y'all struggling audio. Y'all struggling studio.
Y'all struggle studio.
Damn, nigga.
All right, hold on. All right, let us know if it improves.
Travis
at
and
all.
Duke's trying the MK Ultra shit over the show. Chop, what's the Cash App? Dang. Oh, so y'all really gonna get money for the Cash App? Hit the like button. Okay, Kiefer said it's good now.
That's good
She
now.
said it's good.
Let me make sure.
Okay, y'all, we gonna start putting that damn Cash App. We gonna start putting damn Cash App there and see how much donations come through.
They go 20 cent though.
What?
He go 20 cent.
Yeah, it's gonna be $1.99, $1.29. All right, better. Let us call in to fix it. Call-in show will be the last Saturday of this month.
Let me just play this quick.
All these resources that have not come to us, now you want to overly compensate for people who never lived here before, and we need to be taken care of first and foremost before anything else happens.
$1.
She said, relax.
Why would
Only
any
17
leader
of us in here. Damn.
Damn, Shantae. Damn, Shantae. Wait, she was like, relax.
She said, relax. Nigga, it's only 17 people in here.
Humble yourself.
Humble y'all. Y'all better be glad y'all got 17 people in here with a struggling ass audio.
We hanging on by a thread over here. Let me restart this. This is the protest they're having for the Chicago. They want to put the immigrants in the high school in Chicago. Let me just play the video.
These resources that have not come to us, now you want to overly compensate for people who never lived here before, and we need to be taken care of first and foremost before anything else happens here.
Why would any leader put our black communities already riddled with crime at further risk by placing unvetted non-taxpayers steps away from our seniors, our children, and our homes? We've worked so hard.
Now
I agree with Eastwood. Nah, the Negroes in Chicago deserve this shit. They voted for the clowns multiple times. Deal with it, Chicago. I agree. Y'all voted for the same person that y'all just got out of there.
Look what he said.
They will put them where they want, and you niggas will accept it.
Now look at Eastwood.
Ass curl and die.
Yeah, that looked kind of. It looked like he was trying to go blind. It looked like he was trying to go blind, but it didn't quite go all the way.
Travis begging Duke to let him experience the real smoke once a month because he's fragile, and that smoke was too raw. Even when he cut off my mind, he was still feeling it. Just too black and too strong.
He said you voted for it.
You
Yeah,
voted for it. Cash App donations will be just like church.
$1.99. But shoot, every dollar helps. Yeah.
Next time you did. Name a time you didn't agree with Eastwood. You such a hater.
All right, let me finish playing this real quick.
All right, on our own to secure.
We are at war, people. Our communities are at war. They are violating our communities, and we asking that we across the country, and we asking and we're demanding for office of Black America or whatever you want to call it to deal with issues like this.
I did get placed on a wait list, but I was told that the immigrants was taking priority. See, that's a story that a lot of people don't know, and it hurt me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I understand we need to be humanitarian, but these people are, that my participants are third and fourth generation Chicagoans, born, bred, fed, and raised here. My grandmother, Mayrella Carrington, rest in peace, always said, Craig.
Look, Brinley Flores said asking. They're not demanding or telling.
Yeah.
They're asking.
Yeah.
Charity starts at home first, and then it go abroad.
Mystery man. Their community, they don't own anything.
Politically, having over 500 people in our community would completely wipe out any interest we have.
Many of these migrants have been dumped
in our neighborhoods without a plan in place to monitor and house them long term.
I'm not selling nothing. And I keep telling people, we don't have to move. If you sell, they going to come in. If we don't sell, we got to stand strong and go. That's right. You just getting started.
Now I got to ask a question.
Detroit look. Travis will clearly lay down his life for you and eat shit.
Now let me say this right quick. To these people that's in this video, who are they? We got to ask the question. Is it possible they went through Chicago and found people who are willing, who have these views, actually have these views, conservative views, or people who were paid to talk like this? Is it possible that this is not really how they feel and this is all just, because notice it's Fox News is there. You hear me?
Yes.
So is it possible this is just
for theater?
This theater, they're just acting.
It could be.
Now, this is
I would be hopeful that this is actually genuine, but no, people love getting on fucking camera.
They do. All right, let me show this.
They only respect and respond to one type of response: violence. If you don't sell, insert
in the domain. Yeah, that's how they get rid of black. Yeah.
You will, G.
You wild, G.
You wild, G. Man, George, you will get your chance. You'll get your chance.
Arkansas governor signs bill rolling back child labor protections. Now, this happened. This is March 8th. This video was, this article was put out, and people didn't think much of it. It kind of came out. You had some people saying, "Oh, they're about to start employing kids because of the labor shortage that they have." Nobody really thought there was actually something that was going to pop up again. But look at this. They were little. Photos show children illegally working in U.S. slaughterhouse. Now, this right here was in, trying to find the date. Okay, this is May 9th. What do you think of them hiring kids to work in slaughterhouse?
Well, they do that shit in China. And this is the new China, so I mean, it's crazy to have a kid.
Get your little ass to work.
Get your little ass to work.
Image released by U.S. Labor Department show conditions over 100 children face in Packer Sanitation Services Incorporated. Harrowing photos released on U.S. Labor Department taken at a slaughterhouse plant in Nebraska show the condition more than 100 children face while illegally working at Packer Sanitation Services Incorporated before the department cracked down on the company for violating child
research
labor law.
Child support. Shit in Louisville, they just bust a McDonald's hiring kids to work.
Hey.
They feel this way, but they aren't conservative. They just don't want to push out. They just don't want to push out of their community.
So you believe it's positive? That's just an organic grassroots protest for the local people.
The world is a stage.
William Shakespeare. Exactly.
That kid looked like Travis after episode 100. I put his little ass to work. I'm your chance at failure. That's what your chance failure.
Oh man, hold on. Okay.
Lazy lines.
Okay, y'all remember that Texas last week? That was last week, right?
So many happened.
Texas, the one who went and shot up the mall, shot up the mall, and then he was killed, obviously, and they had a very graphic photos on social media of his body. Now they're saying the Texas shooter, his patch is linked to far-right extremists. But another thing that I noticed about him, and something that I saw Tariq Nasheed and was it Professor Black Authority, I'm sorry. They pointed out that a lot of these dudes that do this type of things, a lot of them have the white shoestrings with black shoes.
Fake. Keep a fake.
So this is right. Law enforcement. This is Tariq. It's a law enforcement investigating Texas mall shooter, possible link to white supremacy. Gunman in Texas mall shooting may have had neo-Nazi beliefs. Now keep in mind he was Mexican. He's Mexican. But on some type of description they had of him, he wrote down that he was white. We know a lot of Mexicans
that identify as white. In there, and then and the crops have come to harvest.
Now I remember like years ago, I remember somebody saying that Chuck Taylors were a part of some online group. If you saw somebody walk around in Chuck Taylors, a white person, it was connected to some group. Never thought much of it. Same thing you saw people say what they would hold up the OK sign. Some people say that's not an OK sign, it's white supremacy sign. I mean, white power sign, the OK sign.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him with the Chuck Taylor white shoelaces, black shoes. The same thing was on Daniel Penny.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, Daniel Penny. He had on the black and white, the white shoelaces.
He had on what they call those shoes? Vans.
So they're saying there's a connection with that white supremacy.
Yeah, the white shoelaces. But keep in mind, both of them have military ties. Both of them were said to be in the military. Texas shooting suspect had a brief Army stint. Go ahead.
Kiefer says, still no manifesto for the trans kids shooting the private school. Fake.
They ain't really.
Allegedly. We have to say allegedly.
They ain't never coming out. Yeah.
From In Living Color, the hardworking Jamaicans. Really flawed.
So Texas shooting suspect had brief Army stint. We know the guy on the train, Daniel Penny. He was in the military. He was a Marine. So this question was asked to the Tuberville on white nationalists in military. He said, "I called them Americans." Now they've said that they found white nationalists. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Nobody is running from George on getting on the mic with George.
Who's still?
George. Get over it, George. You will have your day in court.
Day in court
again. Fight back. There's nothing to fight. He's nothing to fight.
So
he's the same shit time.
It says the rise of white nationalists, Hispanics. A lot of people don't even know this dude right here is Hispanic. Nick, he's not even white. He's white, but he's Hispanic.
He's white.
He's white, but
he like Canelo. Irish.
So that they didn't want to believe the guy in Texas was actually a Mexican dude. They said there's no such thing. I saw this say there's no such thing as a white Latino, just wannabes. I'm like, no. There has to be white Latinos because we know for a fact there's Afro Mexicans.
True.
In Mexico. So
there's the Afro Mexicans, there's the white ones, and they call what are the other ones? Native.
Yeah, the Native American,
Aztecs. Those are the supposed to be indigenous people.
Speaking of shootings or mass shootings, you know the FBI released a video. A lot of Hispanics support white and vice versa. Exactly. Did you know there's a video released by the FBI on how to survive a mass shooting? You watch this?
Mm-mm.
Let me play it. I'm not going to play it. It's 4 minutes. I'm not going to play but like a minute and a half of it.
Hi, can I get you started with drinks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to take this.
We'll need a minute.
Seriously, no, I'm good. Hey, you need to back up. You can't be here anymore. Get out of my face. I think I'm afraid of you. Get off. 911, there's a clip.
They put the black woman. She did the exit sign. She's like,
Running makes you harder to hit and improves your chances of survival. Don't go up here.
Police, where is he?
By the bar, blue jeans, black shirt. Empty hands up, follow their instructions.
I'm in the direct line of fire if I head for either exit, but I have other options to help me survive.
Think about the fact that the FBI felt the need to actually put something like this out.
Which is crazy.
I'm not going to play no more. Like, they literally they felt a need that we need to put this out so that people will know how to deal with these situations. That's how bad it is. This is how much they expect these shootings to happen.
True.
To be honest,
Go ahead.
runners are the first ones to get popped.
They really think they have a stronghold in Florida, but when the shit pops out, they will be swimming back.
There's the Cubans, because the Cubans.
This is why Travis called for your help last week. He wants to protect his time. We went from being able to talk about factual things we see to having to say allegedly. Shaking my head. That's true, Kiefer.
Yeah.
Young white men are officially public enemy, borderline, homegrown terrorists. Mexicans help white gangs to jail. Spain is next to Europe.
To be honest, runners are the first ones to get popped. Prepping you. Yeah, they're preparing you for it.
None of that matters. They will still shoot your black ass.
All right, this is not gonna be a quick story. This is a quick story. This is not gonna be a long story. This is a quick story I want to ask y'all a question about. Maybe 2 years ago or something like that. Maybe that was 2021 or 2022. Maybe it was last year. A person left a comment on our page saying that they were something called a targeted individual. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Y'all might know what that is. So a targeted individual is a person who they believe they're part of some government program where they are harassed and all type of other things by people who follow them, and it's a part of like I said, a government program. Now, when I saw this comment, I immediately went, well, I went on about my day because I didn't even want to, make assumptions on the person.
I can't find the comment.
Well, now you're saying it's not real.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we can't find the comment. We tried to find it yesterday.
I don't think that's what you're saying. Let's move on. So here, targeting targeted individuals.
I believe them.
It says some Fort Worthians believe they're under secret attack by the government and there's nothing anyone can do about it. So I'm not gonna read this whole article. And these are the things they say happened to them. Load up. It's a harassment techniques. These are the things they say happened to them. Because I've been from time to time on Facebook. You was a targeted. Oh, he's on Facebook. So the harassment techniques include surveillance, being followed, electronic surveillance, computer, phone hacking, and so and so. Profiles are built to identify any and all weaknesses and insecurities to be used later. Information often obtained through sexual partners or trusted people in their lives. Conditioning where victims are sent my eyes crossing to certain stimuli, such as everywhere you go, someone will cough as they walk past you. The goal is to make you self-police and then think anyone who cough is involved in the harassment. So there's a whole bunch of stuff they say happened to them. And then I found this right here. This woman has been posting on Twitter for weeks. I've seen her in every post. She said, her page is Black Woman. She said, I'm still being targeted for
gang stalking.
Yeah, gang stalking. That's another thing. Matter of fact, that might have been the word.
That's the word.
It may not have been targeted individual. It may have been gang stalking.
There's a YouTube channel that talked about it. I think that's what he titled it. We were talking about it literally at the same time.
Yeah.
Kiefer, yes, gang stalk. I think it's Black Balloon.
Okay, I'm gonna check the comments for that word. Matter of fact, can you try right now? Create another tab.
Nigga, what you think I'm gonna do? Typing on the damn same tab?
I thought you were gonna use this.
No, you thought nothing.
But this right here, this Black woman, she said, I'm still being targeted for speaking out against racism at Estee Lauder Companies, while an executive director at MAC Cosmetics, one of their many brands, recently gassed while staying at GreystoneIn.com.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
No, go to the YouTube, the comments, and look up gang stalking. You might want to, yeah. Yeah, right there. It says, Black woman gassed in her room at luxury bed and breakfast in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay. It says, call on the Biden administration to shut down the Target Individuals program. The Target Individuals, a program that is heinous and evil, program sponsored by at the federal level. It is modeled after the East German secret police and the modern day FBI, according to a pro. Targets are gassed, poisoned, stalked, defamed, and tortured using direct energy weapons and dangerous electromagnetic frequencies. What? No. Go to the studio. Hold on, y'all.
Hold on, I got it.
No, just click that. Click that. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it? There it is.
Nigga, do what you doing.
What the hell you be doing? I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so saying they're targeted individuals. Now, she wrote her own.
No, shit come up.
Don't come up?
No.
Okay. Okay. So this is The Ugly Side of Beauty. She told her story of what happened to her. I'm not going to go through it. But she says she's a targeted person. So I'm asking you the question, Trav. Do you believe this is a real program by the U.S. government? Or do you think it might be a mental illness?
Might be. That's what happened yesterday.
What?
With the homeless white guy. He thought I was recording him.
You think he was he's a targeted?
He said I'm being tagged. I'm from South Carolina.
Well, so you met somebody who did this then?
I swear to God, this is not. That's what happened yesterday. He thought he was being recorded. And when he said tag, he said I'm being followed. But he could have just been high out of his damn mind.
Yeah, y'all know. You accuse him of being a homeless man, so.
There's a good video on YouTube on targeted individuals. Those are the videos that woke me up to how far the government will go. They also do
noise campaigns. Creating random noises in the middle of the night make you not sleep. I know about that too.
It can be both, though, guys.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The Illuminati is real. Gangstalking is real. Secret murders are real. They have a heart attack gun. Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about it before. It was black men that told everybody in Black Panthers, they were men that was saying they got a gun that can shoot you and make you have a heart attack. And nobody believed them. And then in like 1990, 1980, one of those, they came in and showed the weapon that they can make somebody have a heart attack. All right. Suspect who defecated on pride flag at NYC eatery charged with hate crime.
He shitted on the flag.
A man who allegedly defecated on a pride flag at a Manhattan Tapas bar and then drew a smiley face in a disgusting pal has been arrested and slapped with a hate crime charge, cops said Wednesday.
Well, then you try to paint it as he just had to take a shit and that's why he did it. But he went as far as to draw a smiley face on it. Yeah, he intentionally shitted on that flag.
But here's the thing. I can go outside right now. I can burn the American flag. I can throw it in the trash.
Where you at in the country?
I'm saying by law, they can't do nothing to me. Freedom of, I can do what I want. I can do anything I want to do to the American flag, but if I do something to the pride flag, then it's a hate crime. Exactly, Kiefer. But they can throw a Bible in the porta potty and nothing. Exactly.
Because America is no longer a Christian country.
That's how you know who the protected class is at this point. Let me close
Pride is not a nationality.
They got a nation. They got a flag. Only nations have flags, and they call them a community.
Kiefer, it's a stupid flag.
How you have a community?
That's good for wiping your ass.
Fire that motherfucker. Burn that motherfucker. Pride is a personality. There's nothing new under the sun, and the government.
The government
isn't involved.
The government
and the government isn't involved. And there are also folks who are mentally ill. They're both. I agree. Both exist.
George, wash your ass. Travis, do research. Wash your ass.
Pentagon making race-specific bioweapons to target citizens, China says. I'm only showing it to say, if China is telling you that they have bioweapons that only affects other nations, more than likely they got it for different races domestically as well. So you got to be careful. If they're doing it for another country, they're definitely doing it domestically.
America was never a Christian nation, and the dollar bill will confirm that.
Well, it was always a Mason nation.
Wow. We know that, George.
Masonic nation.
I'm saying what the Christians say is the reason why America is falling now is because it's no longer a Christian nation.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said.
World must prepare for biological weapons that target ethnic groups based on genetics, says Cambridge University. That was in 2019. So China accusing America, the United States, of this in 2023. Isn't that far-fetched? And I can even go back as far as right here. This article was written in 1998. This is 1998, November 16, 1998. It says, Israel's ethnic weapon. Israel is reportedly developing a bioweapon that would harm Arabs while leaving Jews unaffected. According to a report in the London Sunday Times, the report citing Israeli military and Western intelligence sources, says that scientists are trying to identify distinctive genes carried by Arabs to create a genetically modified bacterium or virus, or the ethnobomb. You know, I hate to say it, but you know what kind of help them get people genetic material?
Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com and all the other stuff.
What you trying to say?
I'm just saying. I ain't said, oh, not even that. COVID. A lot of those test swabs were sent where? China. So anybody who did a test swab for COVID or got their ancestry DNA or DNA test somewhere, hell, if you got a DNA test for your kid, they got your DNA in the lab somewhere. So, monkeypox no longer a global health emergency. They haven't talked about monkeypox since when?
I don't even know why they brought that up.
They didn't talk about monkeypox.
When was it ever a state of emergency? They talked about it for about 5 or 6 months, and then the shit just went away.
It was supposed to be a much bigger deal than it was, I believe. Facts on cold booty. Greek Roman. Okay, this is the last segment we're going to talk about.
Surprise, Israel doing scandalous shit.
Libel abusing and defaming E. Jean Carroll in civil trial and is ordered to pay $5 million. Carroll sued former president accusing him.
Why are you not reading the comments, Travis?
Carroll sued.
I'm reading the comments.
Carroll sued the former president accusing him of battery, alleged rape in the 1990s, and defamation of calling her a hoax. They're still trying to get Trump to hear anything. How many lawsuits Trump got against him right now?
I think I don't know how many lawsuits he has against him.
This is like the 4th lawsuit in the last year and a half.
They just keep throwing it at him.
They got him all in the court. Eastwood talking shit. Oh, Eastwood the one that said that. Why you not reading?
Yeah. George always flip him.
Flip
George just always flip him.
All right, let's play this little video of Trump.
Travis, can you read the comments out loud? Chopping again.
All right, hold on.
Can't read. Brilliantly flawed. London money, Vatican religious power, DC military power. On call 24/7. First time I heard a hole is a hole was on Ray Donovan.
All right, let me know if it's still chopping or not, y'all.
Travis read good, just not out loud. This come from somebody from Baltimore.
Oh, shit, what that supposed to mean?
Who can't even fucking talk. Read this, Travis. Let us call in so we can talk about to our point.
Well, we can't do that today. We on OBS. We're not on StreamYard. They probably talking shit.
Baltimore shots, LOL.
You from Baltimore?
Anybody that fucking say you can't tell me shit about fucking reading. So get out of here.
All right.
Don't y'all have a black mayor?
Wait, what? How you talking shit? Damn, Travis.
Democratic ran down shitty ass city.
Let me play this right quick. What Trump had to say at his CNN town hall.
Speaking of New York, I want to ask you about a significant verdict that was reached yesterday. I know this is something you want to weigh in on as well. Manhattan jury found that you sexually abused the writer E. Jean Carroll and defamed her. You've denied this, but what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, reading and enunciation are two different things. Well, hell, I can't fucking tell.
I think
Bitch, I moved. But that fucking accent didn't go nowhere.
Like and usually you leave office, you say, I'm sorry, but I'm going to back home. I'm back home to my family and everything. I'm going to be resigned. My poll numbers went up, and they went up with the other fake charge, too. Because what's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson. He was a newscaster, a very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African-American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. the judge wasn't allowed to put that in.
Vagina.
But with her,
why did Trump be sound like vagina?
Vagina.
China. Vagina.
Trump.
Gonna run deals in 2020 again.
You mean the brig thing? We talking? What are you talking about?
Trump getting 2024.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
I think he might win this. No food. They can't hear us. It's that. It's done. How many more things you got to go?
Just a bit. But
y'all hear? Oh, episode 1.
Y'all
5.5.
Y'all episode.
Audio fucked up. Time to go. Chop, chop, chop. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
OBS.
I think it is.
It's OBS. OBS is BS. Pretty much. Are we still chopped and screwed?
Hold on, y'all. Nothing over here. Let us know if we back.
Put the shit back on when you're done. Y'all have too many people in the room. LOL. Fuck you, Eastwood. You know ain't about 17 people. Y'all got too many people in the room. That was a fucking shot. Dang, y'all ending it on something funny. LOL. Travis don't understand what it means to be a black man, y'all.
Are we good? We good?
Okay, it's back.
I'm gonna have to edit this.
Fly,
I'm gonna have to edit out the
look
part.
at Brinkley Flaw laughing. Y'all, fuck y'all. Talking about too many people in the room. Too many people in the room.
Y'all a low down.
That's why I keep chopping up.
Boy.
Okay, one day it's gonna be a lot of people in the room.
All right, now don't get now. Look, when it's 1,000 people in here, I don't want y'all to saying don't forget about you and stuff. Look at me talking stuff.
They saying
stuff
shit. They saying shit. That'll never happen. Give me my FBA gun shots.
All right. Let's get back to it. It's gonna be a quick little segment. We better go on. Now, what the
upgrade the
upgrade the bandwidth. All right.
Never.
And they've been trying to
Mystery Man, y'all get banned too much. Episode 100.
Episode click. All right. He's still unapologetic tossing salad.
What the fuck he talking about?
Congressman George Santos charged with fraud, money laundering, theft, and public funds and false statements. Now, we don't even care about this. This is the dude who was lying his tail off and somehow he was able to win a seat and pretty much duped everybody. Well, remember, they announced this at the same time that the Biden investigation was being brought to light for the money allegedly they took from China. But before we get to that, I want to say, after he was charged, we found out also that Bill Gates, Leon Black, Thomas Pritzker, one day in the life of the Epstein, and we found out how many times Jeffrey Epstein met with Bill Gates, 3 times in one day, and all this other stuff. Then we got this. Biden received millions from foreign nationals, tried to conceal source of funds, House Oversight. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer is investigating the Biden family's influence peddling in business schemes. So I'm going to go right here right quick. I'm not even going to show all that. Going straight to the probe of what happened. Comer released Biden family probe update without showing link to president. Now, even though in the press conference he did, he pointed out that there were millions of dollars being put into an account. There's no way Biden didn't know this money was being put in his account for an illegal reason. It's just not possible. So they're trying to say, well, because he can't directly tie it to Biden, it might be possible he didn't know. So that's what the mainstream media is trying to do.
Oh, the big guy didn't know. Where are Biden's charges? Pedo Joe and his son allegedly shaking my head. All these politicians make me sick. Impeach this fool. Man, fuck Biden. Next subject. Cancel my student loans now. Boy, every episode you talking about them damn student loans. Please get this nigga his $1.2 million so he can stop bitching about them student loans that he put up on his motherfucking self. Inflation is a hidden government tax. Biden ain't shit. He don't say. Oh,
you don't say shit next time.
Okay.
Biden sees 30-point drop in approval from black voters in latest poll.
Biden sees 30-point drop. It should be far more than that.
It says ABC News Washington Post poll found that just 52% of black respondents approve of Biden's performance as president, down from 82% when he took office in 2021. The 30-point drop in support of the lowest of Biden's presidency and comes as he prepares for re-election. Furthermore, 27% of black voters said they would probably or definitely vote for former President Donald Trump or lean toward him over to double his support in 2020. Trump won just 12% of the black vote in the last presidential election. Black voters aren't the only formerly solid demographic slipping away from the Democrats. Biden's support is even lower among Hispanics. Just 40% of Hispanics approve of Biden, and 43% said they would probably or definitely support the Trump if in a rematch or lean toward him. The number is 11 points above the 32% of the Hispanic vote Trump received in 2020. I would love to say he gonna lose,
but we know that the shit can happen
we know how
differently.
niggas, they don't support him, and then next thing you know, he get 90%
George,
of the
not
vote.
my fault. I'm educated. And you're not. Biden ain't shit. Next topic.
He said ain't shit.
Impeach 90% of those guys. Biden ain't shit. And a percentage of y'all voted for this fool. I already think Brian McKnight is the greatest singer ever. I never said Brian McKnight was the greatest R&B singer, but neither is Johnny Gill. George must have. George was graduated from MIT. That's what low education gets you with no debit for refusing to invest in your and apply term limits. I didn't vote. Biden ain't shit. Is anyone vote matters anymore? Biden ain't shit. Well, George, since you chose to invest in yourself, stop bitching about your fucking loans all the time. You invested in yourself. It didn't benefit you none, so whatever.
All right, that's it.
And I don't know who the fuck Alexander O'Neill was. What's his name? Howard Hewitt. He ain't got no hits either. Nigga can't even do a push
up.
Fuck him.
Talking about
Travis, you just don't want to get rub away. DJ's local elections matter. Lesson: no more Biden or Black Lives Matter topics. Stop eating oatmeal, raising cookies, and buy FUBU, and we got a deal. I ain't buying no fucking FUBU. Oh my god! Oh my god! Those people you brought up earlier, they ain't got no fucking hits.
Oh, so y'all back in the music topic.
Voting is like religion. It keeps folks from losing, killing folks. Howard Hewitt is the man. He ain't the fucking man. He's a beige, biracial, non-singing dude. I don't like the way he sing. You a fool and overexposed. Voting is rigged like sports.
Hey, hold on, Travis. Let me let y'all hear what Kamala Harris had to say. She popped out in the public again. This is what Kamala Harris had to say.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
Kamala Harris is drunk. Kamala Harris is on drugs, allegedly, or she's drunk.
Maybe she do smoke that weed. All y'all Christians voted for Biden.
My mother used to...
Like, look how she's acting. Like, she looks drunk.
She's just not used to being out in the daytime speaking. Travis, you're not black. Did you guys see Genuine fall off the stage? LOL. Nope, we didn't see it.
I did see it.
She's a client. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, he fell down. He need to stop jumping. Look, Genuine, them knees is old.
He's
bruh.
older.
Them knees kind of older. Stop trying to jump around and do flips. Just saying, this, it's okay. You don't gotta.
I don't think Eastwood could back you on the Howard Hewitt. Kamala is a drunk.
Come holla and buy in.
Come holla and buy in. I'ma stop talking. She makes me so mad when I hear her. She makes 0 sense.
Yeah,
Travis, because a lot of your favorite bandit from the official black community. She stole my sport knee pads. Damn. DJ.
She would work. She put him to work. James. She had to put him to work.
Who in the comment section think Howard Hewitt is a great artist? Genuine is hilarious. There's no salvation for you, Black Haven Travis.
And Black Heaven.
Black Heaven Travis. Aaron Hall was the G.
D. James.
Who's Aaron Hall?
You know who Aaron Hall is. Now look, now you trying to be funny, y'all.
I still love Genuine.
Now you trying to be funny so you don't know who Aaron Hall is.
Nobody has backed you
Travis
on
still,
Howard.
By the way,
Hewitt. George.
Travis still mad about that.
Yes, he was good, bro. I miss you. Travis is illiterate. I'm not illiterate.
You gotta say.
Yo, no typing ass.
Oh Lord, I think we kept y'all long enough.
Next, Travis is a weak puppy piss. Travis is weak as puppy piss.
Next week I think we're gonna use StreamYard.
Can I read the comments next week? Fuck you, Eastwood.
Oh shit. Next week we might use StreamYard, but we might not bring people up.
He needs some milk.
I'm just bringing people up to see if it works better, because some reason at a certain point it starts getting choppy on here. So we'll see if working on StreamYard will make it work better. Hopefully it does. But yeah, you need some milk. Eastwood. Oh man, how long have we been going? How long is this? It's kind of a shorter show than we normally do.
You know what? Y'all always fucking with me. How come when Duke be messing up on words, y'all don't say shit? Y'all don't say a fucking word when Duke be messing up on words. But when I mess up on a word is Travis can't read. Travis illiterate. I'm reading the comments next week. Travis he reads good, but not when it's out loud. Fuck y'all.
Travis won't last a month. StreamYard full time. Travis won't last a month. I'm gonna be in DC next week, so I might miss the show. Hey, you traveling, man? You gotta do what you gotta do.
You ain't gonna give nobody shit, George.
He's gonna give you the business.
He ain't gonna give him shit.
I'll be camping. I might miss next week. That's good. You're enjoying nature. Hopefully with you and your family, or whoever's going with you, hope you enjoy your time. But yeah, man, I guess we're gonna let y'all get out of here. We held y'all for 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Travis' favorite song is Let It Snow. That's not my favorite song. And Luther
Wow.
Wow, he gave me 2 thumbs down. Wow.
Why not going in on Travis?
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking show up next week.
Oh Lord.
I won't be here next week for y'all to fucking crack jokes on me. So have fucking fun.
All right, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. We took your time. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us, listening to us in the discussion. Hopefully you enjoyed the topics and things we talked about. What else you got? This last thing.
Me and Kiefer will be out, so cancel the show.
Eastwood said the star's not gonna be here, so y'all might not even go live. What's your last comments you gotta say? We gotta get up out of here.
I'm not gonna be here next week, so fuck them. I'm done with this shit.
That's your
fuck
last
y'all.
comment? That's your last comment?
My last thing. Fuck y'all. I'm done with this shit.
You broke motherfucker, kill me.
What's the other one? Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's like.
The day of the Geechee is gone, boy.
That's not
Eastwood, you more than welcome to host in my space.
I'm sorry, y'all. Keep messing around. I'm pressing the wrong one. All right. We're gonna get out of here now. Thank y'all for showing. Thank you.
Throw the kitty out with his illiterate ass. Hey, you ain't hurt my feelings.
Be sure.
I have a fucking career and I don't owe fucking loans.
Be sure.
I don't have a job, nigga. I got a fucking career.
Be sure.
What about you?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You want to end the fucking show? Go ahead.
You want to talk shit? Go ahead.
I'm done.
All right, y'all. Be sure to like it on your way out. Please share it if you can. Y'all be safe. All praise to the Most High. And peace, man.